Okay.
Everybody ready? Get your snacks, drinks.
Yep. Let's do the shit.
I got
All right.
Doritos. And
Who is
sandwiches.
recapping for us?
All right.
Amaranth.
So
I was always doing
we picked up having just been told, or just had the scout come in saying, hey, they know where like the darkness is coming from. Went through some shenanigans with that, in which Toby left and Cal joined us. As our escort for this to get through the woods. We left through the woods, fought some plant doodles.
Triads.
What are they called? Yeah, that.
Doodles.
Amaranth was like, fuck it, I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball and hit Petra with it. Other than that, combat was pretty normal. Got here, big fight between us and the Lich Paladin. Really tough fight. People almost died. Get past that. King's like fusing with the tree.
King died.
New's original focus starts to react to the Lich's dead body. It shatters the gem from the center, tries to go towards it, in which Cal grabs and then ultimately smashes against the tree, destroying it. Once that happens, the big swirliness of death that was on the tree fades. Dragon shows up, proceeds to be like, you did good, my daughter, or what the hell ever, and refuses to elaborate, and then fucking dies. End session.
You hear the frustration in her.
Yeah, she sounds a little upset. No idea.
Refuses to elaborate and fucking dies. Yep. All right. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. So, as the black shroud over the dragon fades away, the dragon says pretty much exactly what you said. And then the dragon too dies. And as they do, the darkness that has been covering the sky fades away, allowing light to begin pouring down over the forest. It becomes much brighter, and you are able to tell that it's near noon at this point. And for the first time in a couple weeks now, you guys see the sunlight.
Beautiful, beautiful sunlight.
Oh my god, there's trees over there. I didn't see those.
I'm gonna go over to Nee, and give her a good old pat on the like put my hand on her back and say, "Oh,
Game
you
pause.
okay?"
New's gonna like
Unpaused.
rush past everybody and like up the thing to this dragon because yes. And I kind of want to feed it a potion, but at the same time, I don't think it would do any good.
I mean, if
I don't know
that's
how.
what you want to try, you certainly can.
Yeah, I want to try and feed it a potion.
Okay.
I don't know if it will have any effect on a dragon / in theory, like, if it just went unconscious or something. I mean, okay, so, no, I guess I want to investigate it first. Medicine check, determine, is it unconscious, like, when we are in combat, or is it just dead?
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
That was almost a 20.
It was almost a 20, and the dragon is definitely dead. There are no signs of life. Poor Amaranth, she came over to comfort you, and you just took off running.
Yeah, I'm trying to give her time because obviously this is something new for her. But I kind of understood what the dragon said, so that's why I'm kind of like, oh, this is awkward.
Alright, what's Patrick doing?
She's dusting herself off and thinking about her life choices.
Understandable, after what you guys went through with that last fight.
And she's like, damn it, I should have ate more.
Sadly, that's not how it works. Hal will most probably try and see if he can find any remnants of the king that he can bring back to
Okay.
the city so that he can give them some sort of information.
Okay. With his passive perception, he's able to just generally look around and see the scattered fragments. He is able to find a piece that it contains most of the king's face. Obviously, not the complete face, as the wood itself splintered apart, but he does find a piece with a large enough chunk that it's easily recognizable as the king.
Cool.
His
Good.
passive perception is just Jesus.
Yeah, like this dude is a skill monkey. That's the whole point.
I couldn't tell.
That's
He rolled
rogue.
he rolled a 30 fucking 1 with an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, his passive perception is very high.
Yeah. And his sleight of hand and stealth are also very high.
Yep. But that's the build.
Yep, he did it well.
Yeah.
Shit charisma. So yeah, I'll go up to Zoe quite new, like slowly and be like, "Are you okay?"
Neil will kind of be lost in thought, but like after a second, just kind of turn and look and be like, uh, I don't know
Yeah, that's
if
fair.
what she said. Wait. And then it'll kind of hit Mew because she legitimately didn't know that Amaranth spoke Draconic. Like, you heard, right?
Yeah, I think that's your mom from the sounds of it.
And then Mew will kind of turn back and I want to try and I don't know if it would be like investigation or kind of whatever, but see if any of the residual like magics from the dragon resonate with anything Mew feels like within herself or like in the past having come from anything, to see if like it can solidify maybe this is related in somehow. This is like truly her mother.
Okay. So you want to check residual magics to see if they're just familiar or nostalgic in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Assuming that, there would be some familiarity between magical bloodline.
So, with 29, There's definitely something familiar about the dragon in front of you. It's hard to describe. It feels like an innate closeness. Like something about them makes you feel like you're home.
Do you want to maybe take a couple of her scales to keep?
You want to cut off parts of potentially your mother?
No, but I mean, like, not like gonna pull it out of her skin or anything like that. But obviously, like, certain scales fall off naturally. I was not gonna say take her eyeball, now am I?
You can make a necklace like mine, and Petra will, show her necklace.
Yeah, just like a memento, something like that.
Might be prudent.
Sadly, no one has Speak with Dead, which would have been so good right now.
Right?
The one spell that no one ever bothers to take is the one spell we need right now. Shit. Yeah, we can get Cal to help with that because he's good with, sleight of hand stuff.
So
Yeah.
you're going to attempt to find scales that you're able to take with you?
Yeah, if New is fine with that.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if they can harvest a few scales and maybe a claw, just
Yeah.
because what Petra said.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're attempting to obviously harvest parts from a very damaged creature. As you're actually up there seeing it a lot closer, you can see this dragon has been absolutely beaten to hell. It's likely that whatever cursed magics were enveloping it earlier were the only things sustaining its life. There are large chunks of flesh that have rotted away. It is a very withered looking creature compared to its full typical majesty that you would expect. So it will be a little difficult, but you can certainly try to collect parts from it.
Do you want me to do a sleight of hand check for
For
Cal?
that,
Or
I would say I need a perception check first to see if you can identify anything on it that's not broken or half rotted away.
My boy's passive perception is 21. I think he sees.
do you want me
Assuming
to?
21
Cal
is
is
not
helping.
a 21 will not be high.
So, do we want to do it with advantage because we're looking, or just him on his own?
I mean,
if
Nia
you
would
are taking,
obviously help look.
if you are helping, then he will get advantage.
Okay, you two will then decide.
Motherfucking nat 20.
Okay.
A 21
How-
will not be high enough. How about 31?
Well, Teeny better be fucking happy. He took my 20, so
Okay. So, in that case, I need you to roll me a sleight of hand check.
28.
Okay, roll me a
That's
D8.
crazy.
All right.
Oof.
you get like
Fine.
3 bucks.
3 scales, and I need one more sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie.
You are able to get the 3 scales, and you are able to find 1 claw that's intact enough that it would be usable for a necklace.
There you go. Okay, I'll just add them off to them.
Petra has an
would-
idea of what string New could use, but she's not sure she wants to give it to New just because of the value it holds.
Would very much assume that I just need to create this item in my inventory.
The dragon parts?
Yeah.
Yes. Just click add item. Right. So, you guys got what you were able to get from the dragon. What's your next plan?
I'll go to New. Maybe we can always come back, but we should most probably head back and let the kingdom know what's happened here. Unless anyone wants to look around for anything here that could help us. But I don't think there really is anything else that we can look at. Well, my opinion.
Skills.
Petra's gonna climb on Windsor because she's tired.
The guy who's near death.
He's
Just
not
be
the only
careful
one
not
near
to
death.
kick him in the face, and it'll be fine.
Hey, near death, help me. Help me, bitch.
Oh, do you want to do it?
All right, I now
Oh,
have mystery white dragon scale,
Not
a
letting that guy
quantity of
do it.
3,
She'll
and
point
mystery
at
white
Cal.
dragon claw.
Okay.
Maybe we can try to see if we can find the dryads, see if they've changed at all on our way back.
Right, so, that being the case, you guys decide that you're going to head back, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Petra's sitting atop Windsor's very bloodied shoulders.
Is it okay?
Alright, so, you guys turn and you leave the corpse of the dragon and the now melted body of what was once the Paladin Lich Ether. And you head back into the forest. As you head back, you notice, first of all, there are a lot less blue brittlethorn. They seem to have massively disappeared. What was once a difficult area to walk through now is quite easy. It seems this flower has once again become a rare flower. Travel through the forest without too much trouble, especially now that it's daytime. You're able to see a lot better. Also, do this so that
Oh my god, there's a tree over there I didn't see.
You can see everything now, Petra, because you were blind.
yeah.
Yeah. She says the yeah with a very exhausted tone.
Yeah, that's why you should head back, because they'll most probably see all the light, see daylight come out, and they'll be like, "What the hell has happened?" So I'm like,
So-
daylight.
So you guys do notice through the forest that the dryads are watching you. It appears that some of them are still corrupted, but there are many, many more green ones than you remember seeing on the way in.
Hello.
It appears that at least part of the damage is undone. Perhaps in time, the rest of the damage will fade away as well.
Just wait, you joke about there being sunlight now. We're gonna get there, and they're gonna be like, prove you fixed the darkness. And we're just gonna be like, nah. Point
At the sky.
Point at the very illuminated dome that they have.
Step out of the dome, and we'll see.
Oh my god, I just realized this could actually technically happen because of the dome. We could just be completely unawares.
Could be. I have to
So-
wait and see.
You exit the forest and travel through a still withered countryside. The plants are still dead and dried up. And now that you're seeing all of it in the brightest of days, you can really see how devastated the landscape is. Very few plants seem to have any life remaining in them. They did not fare well, having no way to photosynthesize. However, plants tend to be relatively resilient and will likely
Especially
bounce back.
grass.
So, maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a few months, this place should be nice and green again.
So as we're wandering by some of these dead or supposedly dead plants, uh, just out of curiosity, New would probably go up to one and use druid craft on it. Just to
Okay.
see if she can spark any kind of life in it.
Okay. So, in that case, yeah, you walk over to one, you use Druidcraft, and what is your intention with the Druidcraft?
Just to, like, see if it'll grow or bloom or something.
Okay, so you want to try and help it blossom or, like, to grow?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you cast Druidcraft. There's several flowers around you that seem to have wilted away. A few damaged shrubs. What do you decide to try this on? A tree? The shrubs? Some of the wilted flowers? What's your plan?
Start with something small, some of the flowers.
Okay. So
I'm not
you
trying to
walk
bring
over.
back something massive straight away.
Alright, so you walk over to this bent over, dried out stalk that used to have a flower on the end of it. And you very carefully cast Druidcraft at the now quite brittle plant. And it takes a moment, but the plant begins to straighten back out. Greens start returning to its leaves and to its stalk. And you quickly see a bud begin to form, pushing away the dead tip that was the previous flower. And after a few moments, that bud grows larger and opens up, blooming into a beautiful pink flower.
Well, I guess everything's not dead. That's good. Things should recover in time then. Having done her little experiment and not really knowing how else she might be able to help, as they continue on, she'll just kind of randomly cast druid craft on different things along the path, just to, give nature a little push.
Like one of those scenes in the movie where you just see like the magical person walking through the woods, and the woods just like come alive around them.
Well, I mean, hopefully the druids will come back, and they'll help as well if they're still alive.
If they're still alive, I'm sure they would love to help out. So, the road, once again, about a day and a half, 2 days travel, as it was before. But at least this time, it's, easy to tell the difference between day and night. And with the day now being brought back, the undead have drastically reduced their movement. Being mostly unable to move around in the daylight, they have to hide and slink away into the shadows, which
Dare them to run
makes it a
away
lot
from
easier to travel during the day. And at night, as long as you don't go near wherever they were hiding, you're probably fine. I need a survival check from one of you, whoever's leading the way. 'Cause you're
Probably
attempting
Cal
to
still.
navigate.
Ow.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
attempting to
probably Cal.
navigate home.
Okay, survival check for Cal.
Okay, at 30.
He knows the way.
He doesn't know the way. He actually needs natural 20.
Do you know the way?
Yep.
Well,
Needed a nat 20 or it was instant fail. No.
Well, I'm sorry. 19 is good enough for me.
Alright, so Cal's pretty easily able to lead the way back, and being from this area, he knows where the undead have likely gone. So he makes a point of avoiding any natural caves or any deep ruins that they would be able to hide in, leading you on a safe route back to the city of Cal. It does take the full 2 days to travel there. However, when you get there, it's nice and bright and early in the morning. And the first thing you notice is that the barrier over the city is gone.
I hope there's a fucking parade when I walk through.
I'll
As
take
you're-
just a normal parade. That's fine. We don't need a fucking parade.
God damn it.
Shut up! You know what I meant.
I hate you
oh
people.
boy. Oh man.
Alright, so as you come to the outskirts, you really are able to see the damage that was done now. You can see the acres upon acres of ruined farmland. You can see the hundreds, if not thousands, of houses outside the cities that have been demolished in one way or another. Some of them barely standing, some of them are just a single wall that's left. There are a few that aren't completely gone, but it's clear it's going to be a long, hard process to rebuild the city. However, as you approach the gate, you can hear that there's quite a lot of noise coming from the city. And the closer you get, the more you can hear this uproarious sound. And as you finally do reach the gate, the guards are cheering for you.
Yes!
And the people in the town are celebrating. They
They're like, "Put me on
are
your shoulder, put me on your shoulder."
ecstatic. The sunlight is back and the undead are gone. It is celebrations all around. People are cheering, they're thanking you, they're waving you along as you march into the city.
I'm just gonna go. You two, grab me, grab my butt, put me on your shoulders. Thank you, thank you. I deserve this. I deserve this.
After the ass kicking you got, yeah, probably. You probably do deserve it a little bit.
I deserve this.
That being said, are you guys going straight to the castle, or are you doing something else first?
I mean, I would imagine straight to the castle.
Alright, so
Patrick needs medical attention.
you walk
I mean,
through the streets, and as you do, people, again, are cheering for you. You see people weeping with happiness, thankful for the sunlight to have returned. It's quite clear that the entire tone of this town has gone from complete despair to hope, and it's obvious that they're ready to push forward. You've restored some semblance of life to these people, and even though they don't yet have plentiful food or any version of prosperity, it's clear that you've brought back at least the hope that they will have that again one day. As you arrive into the castle, a runner takes off through the doors, hailing your return. And you get inside and are immediately escorted to the princess, who is once again in the meeting room where you had originally met her. And though she still appears to be relatively somber, you can tell that she's glad that at the very least the light is back and her people are happy. However, you can tell that things still weigh heavily on her.
Yeah, Cal's looking a little bit somber because he's gonna have to sadly give the bad news.
As you walk into the room, she looks up and she smiles politely at you. Thank you for returning our kingdom to the light. There's not much we can do to repay you for such a grand accomplishment. The best I can offer you is... And she pauses for a moment, and she looks between several of the people sitting at the table. A few of them nod to her, as if there's an unspoken agreement between them.
I hope she makes me a lady. I want to be a lady. Not an actual lady. I already am a lady, but I want to be like a countess.
All right, we learned Amaranth is not a lady.
I was waiting for it. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you walked into it. You really
I
did.
know. as
You
soon as I
really
said
dug
it,
your own grave with that one.
I do it.
Yep. So the first thing is she nods back to all of them, turns to you and goes, firstly, we would like to grant you all a title.
Yes!
For the great deeds that you've done for this land, we grant you the titles of Lord and Lady.
Oh, yeah.
While we don't have any good land to give away, we can offer, instead, one of two boons. The royal clergy are quite proficient in blessings. And the Royal Elite Guard are very good at their training. So, unfortunately, with the very little that we have on hand, the best we can offer is for you to either go to the clergy and receive one of the available blessings there, or to train with the Elite Guard and hopefully find yourselves putting that to good use. That being said, I'm going to show you all a page real quick.
Nice.
Okay, so these are the available options. Okay, each of you get to decide what you want to do for yourself. So, for example, if one person chooses a blessing, another person can go train. So this isn't like a group thing. You each get to decide on one thing for yourselves. So in the blessings, you have the Blessing of Closing Wounds, which says when dying, you automatically stabilize at the start of your turn. When rolling a hit die to heal, you regain double the amount rolled. Basically, if you go down in a fight, instead of having to do death save rolls, you are automatically stabilized, as if you had passed all 3 death savings.
Oh, Toby, you should have that.
And then, of course, when rolling a hit die, such as when you take a rest, you regain double the amount you roll instead of the regular amount. Then we have Blessing of Fortitude, which will give you half of your current HP on top. So if you have, 10 HP, it'll now be 15. If you have 20, it'll now be 30. Pretty self-explanatory.
Petra with 106 over here.
Yeah, exactly. Petra would get 53 more HP. So she'd be 159 HP. She would be a walking brick wall at that point. We have Blessing of Divine Aim. When you make an attack roll that misses, you may choose to add plus 20 to the roll. And this blessing can only be activated once per short rest. Amaranth, this is what Kale wants, is the Blessing of Divine Aim.
Cool.
Cal wants, not Kale. Cal wants Blessing of Divine Aim. This is what he and I were talking about earlier before he had to go to work.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I didn't see him before he left, so.
Yeah, I specifically messaged him saying this was going to be on offer. Which one did he want?
Perfect.
That being said, you can also choose the training option, in which case you can choose to train a proficiency. That can be any skill, or a weapon, or an armor type. You can also train a feat, which would grant you any of the regular feats that you would have access to. Or you can choose ability improvement, which will allow you to get +2 to any ability, or +1 to any 2 abilities, up to a maximum of 20.
You have given me too many options to pick from.
I mean,
I kind of want to do.
I'm already
at the
pretty
same
sure I know what
time.
I want to do.
That being said, as she finishes telling you about what the clergy and what the training offers, she kind of glances over how injured you look, how Windsar's barely standing. It's clear that you've taken a beating. And she immediately calls somebody over. They usher you out of the room. They get you some fresh clothes to wear. They take you to the baths. You're able to enjoy the royal baths. You're able to go to the royal infirmary, where the best healers are able to take care of you, bringing you all back up to snuff. Take a long rest on your character sheets. And we're
Cool.
going to go ahead and move one day forward. Okay. That being said, you guys have had a relaxing day. It's a much nicer morning for you. No pain. You're good to go. And you're able to choose between any of these. I figured you guys might take a little bit of time to figure this out, so that's perfectly fine. Take as long as you need. But this is the reward that the princess is offering.
So what are you gonna go for, Arnie? You said you already had something in mind.
I want to pick up the Metamagic Adept feat so that I can have Careful Magic, which would let me cast things like Sickening Radiance, where it will not ever affect the party, because it lets me identify up to 5 people, because that's my charisma modifier, that automatically succeed saving throws, which in the case of something like Sickening Radiance means it just doesn't affect them.
Yep. Which means she could cast Sickening Radiance, you all could stand inside of it, and it would never hurt you.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That doesn't work for me, especially with Vitrolic Spear, because you would still take damage even if it was halved.
Yep.
Because that's the only problem with Careful spells. That it does pass, but if you still take damage no matter what,
Then you still take damage.
You still take
Yep.
damage. That's
It only makes it to where you automatically pass the saving throw.
Yeah. That is annoying.
But in the case
That's-
of Sickening Radiance, passing means you take no damage,
Mhm.
so it's perfect.
Definitely.
Alright, so you want to take the Metamagic Adept feat?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
going to be what's happening.
Let me grab that feat for you.
Which will give
Hold on.
me 2 sorcery points, Sickening, and 2 metamagics, which, if I remember right, the other one would probably be Subtle Spell. Hang on, I gotta look quick. As well, Quicken Spell would be nice. It would be impossible to use Quicken Spell and Careful Spell because only
Costs
2
2.
sorcery points.
Indeed, it does.
Right, Metamagic
Whereas-
Adept.
Subtle Spell will
It's
just
just no
let me
No verbal components to it.
no
Hey.
verbal or somatic.
And you said you wanted Careful Spell?
Careful Spell and Subtle Spell.
Okay. Find those. Where the hell are they hiding? Here it is. Careful spell and subtle spell. Okay. You now have Meta Magic Adept, Careful Spell, and Subtle Spell. Probably have to customize them real quick because you do not have sorcery points. So give me just a second. That'll give everybody else a chance to figure out exactly what they want as well. Alright, and it gives you 2 sorcery points, correct?
Yep.
Right. And we have Careful Spell, and I need it to consume Meta Magic Adept.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. I believe I got that working. If not, we'll fix it later. I don't want to spend the whole time tweaking your stuff.
I mean,
Vex! Do
it
you...
consumed one.
Alright, then it sounds like it's working.
I have no idea.
You have no idea what you want?
No, really
Okay.
not. I was looking at my your feet, but
Alright. Petra, do you know what you want to take?
Well, I'm looking at a few feats right now. I don't think I'm gonna take a feat. I'm probably because all the feats that look like they would be useful to me don't look all that useful. I'm gonna be honest.
You could just take the ability improvement and get 2 more strength. That would increase your overall damage as well.
I could also get fortitude, so I don't die. 'Cause I'm
You
the
could
only
get
tank.
fortitude, yeah.
If you don't have it already, you could pick up tough. Though at that point, it might be more efficient just to take the blessing that gives you 50% HP boost. Because I think tough caps out at a total of plus 40 once you reach level 20.
I already roll a d12 to get my fucking hit points, so you really fucking threw me in the pond here, Defile.
I really beat you guys down last time. You guys deserve a big reward, and you've saved this country. It's still recovering, and it still has a long way to go, but because of you, the tide has turned, so you deserve a royal reward.
are we able to continue? And I'm just gonna carry on looking, if that's all right, because I'm gonna take a while. I don't want to spend all the time like the next 20 minutes be going, oh, that one looks good. Oh, but I don't know, I like that one. Oh, but I'm not sure about that one. That's what's gonna happen.
So you want to look at it as we continue on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, we will say that you guys, for the sake of the story, go and do whatever it is that you need to do. Now keep in mind, to receive blessings or to do training does take time. So that being said, you guys will have to spend about a month in the city of Kale to receive the training and the blessing. Okay?
Cool.
For obvious reasons with the training, and for blessings because blessings really need to cast them multiple times for a long period to make them permanent. So in that case, you guys will be here, like I said, for about a month to receive the full benefits of what's been offered here. What's new during that month?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the blessing for fortitude, because I can just, next time I get an ability score improvement, I can just do that.
Okay. So you are taking the Blessing of Fortitude.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I do a long rest so I can get my shit back?
Well, you should have done a long
Yeah,
rest earlier.
you should have done a long rest already.
I didn't hear that.
Yep.
Shut up.
After I told you your options, you were sent to go take baths and stuff. That was a long rest. Yep. So that being said, let me write this down.
I would like to say that 28 of that damage was you, Amaranth.
You said you were fine with it, so let's not go there.
Oh, I'm actively stoked for the next battle because now I can just put Sickening Radiance down on top of our melee people, and they can just stand in it, and get anything that comes in, we'll have to contend with both them and the damage being dealt out by Sickening Radiance. It'll be great.
So
Petra's gonna be the tank of tanks. Jesus Christ.
absolutely, you are going to get a massive boost to your HP.
And then not only that, but also after that too.
Yep.
When I level up. What's that?
Okay.
Oh, what? What's that little house? Oh, that's a little. Oh, it's a little house icon. It says "Little Proud Apple Tavern."
That earlier.
There's
Where
multiple
did I-
of them.
Here we go. Blessing of Fortitude.
Listen, I was looking at things. I saw the little purple ribbon. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh.
Okay, you now have the Blessing of Fortitude listed in your feats. So let me edit your HP. So you actually have 159 HP.
Wouldn't it be 156? Yeah, 56.
No, because you
were
gained 53.
106.
Oh,
You
right,
gained
I'm dumb.
53.
Shut up.
You gain half, not just a straight 50.
Shut up.
Yeah, so Petra is now half a boss all on her own.
Well done.
Well, if I'm gonna be the party's tank, I may as well have the HP
Yeah.
to do so.
You may as well, especially when you come across, more casters in the future, because, unfortunately, your barbaric nature does not protect you from caster.
No, it does not. It very much does not.
Okay, so Petra took Fortitude. See here. Cal is taking aim. Windsar is apparently not getting anything because he's not here. And Amaranth is still deciding.
Look, leave me be, bitch. You gave me a lot to pick, and I am indecisive as it is.
I mean,
Okay,
I had the advantage.
I could just roll a d6
No!
and feel like this is what you get.
Don't you dare. If you do, I'll
Roll a
quit.
D100.
Yeah.
Do it like wild magic.
Don't say that, because now you've jinxed me.
Yeah, that wild magic thing has been ticking up in the background. I know you haven't been rolling, but I have.
So you want me to roll a d20 every time I cast a spell?
If you want to start rolling it yourself, you can. I've been
Oh.
rolling it for you in the background.
Because it's if I roll a 1, isn't it, that I fail. Okay.
So the way that I like to do it
Okay, interesting.
is that is that every time you cast a spell, the fail, I guess, cutoff point goes up by 1. So you start out at 1, and then you cast a spell, and if that doesn't go wild, then you're at a 2. If you cast a spell and it's a 3 or higher, you don't go wild, and it goes up. And it continues to go up until you long rest.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that.
It's a system that I saw another DM using, and I was like, that sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Some of these magic feats I'm looking at are not requiring me to be magical in any way, shape, or form, so it's just
Yep.
funny to imagine Petra doing a fucking Misty Step.
That's kind of terrifying, actually.
Like, could you fucking imagine that? Just
It's
I
this
have this
little
halfling-
angry half pint showing up in front of you all of a sudden.
all of a sudden it's 30 meters away hitting on your buddy.
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so you guys spend the next month training. Or going to the clergy and receiving your blessing. It is a relatively peaceful process. Obviously, the undead still roam outside the cities, and they're still quite low on supplies. But throughout your month here, you can see things slowly improving. The guard is making frequent excursions out of the city, clearing out undead, removing the debris, and then construction workers have been going out and slowly rebuilding the districts outside. You've, over your month, seen little by little that this city is gonna be alright. It will recover. They're making steady progress in that direction. Even the fields have begun to green again. That being said, you guys have spent a month in this city on top of your roughly 2.5 weeks of travel to get here. So you've been about a month and a half away from home. And of course, Toby has been sitting here for a month, just waiting to go home. He's tired of the adventurer's life.
He can help mend the town. That's what he can.
Yeah.
Mending it.
Yeah, he would likely be helping with things, probably refusing to go fight anything, though.
Petra's over here feeling stronger than ever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, please don't make me go out there. I want to go home.
That being said, while being here, let me double check one thing real quick. New, you have teleport, right?
Yep.
Teleportation circle? Yeah. So, that being said, in your month here, you have absolutely been able to take the time to learn the teleportation runes for the Mage's Tower in the castle here at Kale. So, you will now be able to teleport here should you need to.
I also should have learned 2 when I gained the spell, but it says, determined by DM, so
Yep.
when you want to decide on those.
So the 2 that you have, obviously you have the one for the college, right? Because that just makes freaking sense. It would be weird if you didn't have the one for the college, okay? If you want to write these down, I don't know.
I'm already making a note.
Okay. And the other one that you didn't really realize you remembered until you learned Teleportation Circle, but you actually happened to pick up the Teleportation Circle for the Thieves Guild back in the city of Bello, I believe it was.
That's
Yeah,
funny
it's
how I was thinking of that earlier as well. I was like, I need to go back to that woman.
Yep. So you learn. Those are the 2 initial that you got, and then you also have you now have the Kale teleportation circle.
Interesting.
I gotta double check that I'm spelling things right because heckin' my brain.
Okay, I have decided.
Okay, what have you decided on?
I'm going to take a feat, and it's going to be Spell Sniper.
A good
Good
one.
choice. Good choice.
That is what I'm taking.
Are you looking at Wikidot or?
Wikidot and the Play's Handbooks. Toonie has one. So
Oh,
you learn
I
those.
don't.
You have learned techniques to enhance your attacks with certain spells and gaining following benefits. When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, that spell range is doubled. Your range attacks ignore half cover and three-quarter cover, and you learn one cantrip that requires an attack roll. You can choose from Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard spell list. Your spell casting for this depends on your spell list. You can choose from Charisma for Bard, Sorcerer, or Warlock, Wisdom for Cleric, Druid, or Intelligence for Wizard.
Okay, you now have Spell Sniper.
Cool.
Not
Now
sure
I
to
need
pick up Eldritch Blast.
I was actually
Another-
taking Eldritch Bash myself. I was like, that's a very good one to have.
I'm looking at another feat. Another one that has magic. No prerequisites, and Petra could turn invisible.
Ooh, what's that one?
It's shadow touched.
Shut it.
Yeah,
Fey
I actually
touched
have
was
that
the other
one.
one with the misty step.
I have Shadow Touched. That's how I have
Do you know which cantrip you're
Inflict
taking?
Wounds too.
No, not yet. I haven't decided, but if I do, I know I can add that one, so I'll add that.
Okay.
If that's all right, if you don't mind. 'Cause didn't
Yep,
need
that's
to-
fine.
Perfect.
Also, you'll notice that the compendiums, the D&D Beyond stuff is actually now populated. I bought like 8 D&D Beyond books, so
Oh my god.
so we have a
How
bunch
much
of D&D
did that
Beyond
cost?
stuff.
The noise that just came out of me.
Oh man.
It was not cheap. It was not.
Out
The
of
way you were just like, oh,
The utter pain in your fucking voice.
exactly.
Amaranth.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I was looking at the situation where if you did take Eldritch Blast, if you could later get, Eldritch Adept and thus the Agonizing Blast invocation.
It was literally between those two things was what I was looking at, and I was like, "Oh, is there anything else I could get?" And I was like, "Oh, telekinetics, not too bad, because then I can also get like a cantrip and bonus, and still up my score." It was like between the two of those things.
See, and you might be able to convince Defile otherwise of this, but Eldritch Adept does say any prerequisite. You can only choose the invocation if you are a warlock who meets it. Which means Agonizing Blast is not an option, but shit! I could imagine. That would be great. Me and you just blasting shit with Eldritch Blast.
Another one that doesn't have prerequisites is telepathic.
Yeah.
That'd
But
be
even
kind of fucking.
even
That would
without
be-
Agonizing Blast, it's still a really good option, though.
I feel like anything. I feel like the only thing that you guys would hear from Petra though is food.
Shut up. My brain is hurting. My brain hurts.
You know the spell that Petra needs to learn? Create food and drink.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
She just walk around creating food, eating it, and creating
Alright.
more.
Petra is canonically just a bald tabaxi.
It's a bald cat. That makes sense.
Meow.
In News wildest fucking dreams.
But you have food. It's just all bunched around the sides of your bag. Create food.
What would be worse is telekinetic.
Yes, that is one. You get a mage hand for that.
And
Yeah.
they should be stealing everybody's food.
And I'll slap that hand away.
I mean, she's already stealing everybody's food, except for Cal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this
But
way
she's
she
still
has
doing it.
3 hands to steal food with.
I'm gonna take Eldritch Blast. That is the first one.
Let's
Okay.
go. Very good decision.
Yeah.
Legit.
It is a
So
very good
the major
decision.
thing I love about Eldritch Blast outside of other cantrips, like your Firebolt, whatever, one roll, you roll bad, all your damage gone. Not the case with Eldritch Blast. You can
Mhm.
only miss part of it.
Exactly. I always find like sorcerers and warlocks work very well in like taking things from in between each other, because I don't know if it's just because of the charisma that it's very helpful. Evocation, that's what it is. Evocation.
Oh my god, you can cast it without verbal or somatic components.
Mm-hmm.
The mage hand. If.
Yep.
Oh my god. That'd be terrifying. Petra would think food, and all of a sudden there'd be a floating apple going towards her.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. That's me done.
All right, you got yourself all set up.
Yep, added Eldritch Blast to my
Right.
cantrips. So
Fun
that's
stuff when you sees Amaranth cast Eldritch Blast for the first time. Like,
yeah, and when I see you decide to take a spell, I'm like, where the fuck did you get that shit from? I know exactly what you're casting there. Oh, of course, if you put Transmute Spell in there, perfect. Right, so.
Everybody happy with your rewards that you got from the princess?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'd say fucking 159 HP.
I kind of designed this around you guys, figuring, you know, that these would be things that would be good for you.
Yeah, so you're always in front. I hope you know that, Petra.
I'm your very tiny shield.
Yeah, I specifically designed this knowing that Cal would probably take Divine Aim. I knew for a fact that New was going to take a feat. And then I figured Petra was probably going to go for Fortitude, but I knew it was also possible she might go for ability improvement to start working on her strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably start working on my strength next ability score improvement, which is level 10.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why you're not too far
12,
away.
right?
Yep.
12.
You guys are close.
10, 12, whatever.
We can put you in a baby carrier, so, you know,
Oh my god.
Windsor carries you at all times, and you could just smack things out of the way.
Maybe Petra will just sit on you.
You can try.
wait, did you say new or you?
You. I said
Okay.
you, not new.
Like, why are you sitting on me?
Shut up. Anyway, sorry, we've gone on a massive old tangent we have.
You have. But that's okay. Today is a little bit more of a relaxed session. We're missing 2 people, so...
Yeah.
But
One thing Neve
show
will
must
do
go
in
on.
the time frame of this month, probably very towards the beginning of it, is she will hunt down Cal. Apologize for going kind of like mad at him because
Rage
smashing
monkey?
the thing, and thank him for helping her retain part of her supposedly mother.
Yeah, he'll be like, you're welcome. Just please don't try and hit me this time.
One thing I'm looking at is probably linguist as well.
Mm.
Just so
Right,
Petra
so,
can actually
obviously,
fucking speak shit.
during this month, you're not going to be only training or only spending your time with the clergy. So, are you guys doing anything else of interest?
Is there a like mage guild?
There is a mage guild.
Petra wants to learn how to cook.
Well, you've got Toby for that.
Yep.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Mages Guild / the Mages Tower that you mentioned that the sigil sequence for.
Yep. The Mages Tower, yep. There are mages there. The Mages Guild is hosted from that particular tower. So you guys want to go there?
Yep.
Anything in particular you're looking for, or just kind of poking around?
Any interesting bits of knowledge as well as recipes for, potions or whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
going to be New's side project, is working
Right.
on her potions.
So New's looking for potion information. Got it. And what is Amaranth looking for?
knowledge, and she's trying to see what she can do as like a side gig because she's realized that everybody has like a side gig. Side gig, let's say. You've got Petra with the animals, you've got New with the potions, we had Toby with the cooking, and then Windsor's just a monk.
It's just a
Amaranth
Windsor's
did
just a
learn
monk.
how to make fancy smoke things. She could be an
I can make
entertainer.
so I can maybe try and practice on making smoke things to do like a performance. Practice my performance to distract people.
That sounds like a very Amaranth thing to do. Be like,
It
pay
really
attention to
does.
me.
Yeah.
It really does.
All right, you don't need to say it out loud. Jesus.
You're the one
Amaranth
that's
is
saying
getting
it out
called out.
loud.
Hey,
Give
in
me
this
a
situation, I
parade.
will give you in this situation, it's a good thing. Like you're using something you enjoy to then get,
Something you
monetary
enjoy.
value out of it.
Yeah. See, Amaranth is fine with it, but she's very sensitive of being told that she's doing the exact same thing that she knows she's doing. She just doesn't want to be called out on it. That's what she's saying. Like, yeah, I know. I do like to have people pay attention of it. But I
She
don't want
doesn't
people
like.
to know
She
that
doesn't
I-
like being perceived.
Yeah, I don't like being perceived that I like to have things do.
Amaranth could tell the tale of our, like the tales of our group with smoke images as aid. It would be cool.
Well, I just realized as well, like, so I will try and practice that. I realized as well something. When we go back to Laura, I'm going to have no idea that I broke that man's door. That was one to Bologna.
And you're not. He's not gonna remember either.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a little more. New would actually probably feel a little bit guilty about Amaranth being gone for that entire time. Because if you think about it, the last time you saw, quote, Amaranth, Amaranth and New got into an argument. They both stormed off, and then you didn't see Amaranth again until literally just, when you guys got to Cal.
But we had still had those instances of like she's with us, but like not.
Spirit. And then
Well, like we established that the times where the coin flip put you as Amaranth, like we remember that stuff. So it's like we don't remember you traveling with us and all this stuff, but we remember you being there for some of it, which is awkward.
awkward and weird.
Petra don't remember shit.
Amaranth,
Apparently
roll a
she remembers
D20.
what the Ironwood sword.
I'm gonna roll a d20. That's what I'm gonna do. Roll a d20. God damn it! He took all my shit, all my high rolls, that motherfucker.
Okay, thank you.
Tell you, I knew it was gonna happen. Always jinx me, that bitch.
I just wanted to check something.
Okay.
That being said, you guys have finished your training, acquired your blessings. What would you guys like to do?
Sorry, yeah, knowledge and smokes, and then new was knowledge
correct.
and
Potion stuff.
teleportation. And
So, in that case,
Petra wants to learn how to cook like Toby.
New
yes.
and Amaranth, I need perception checks.
Oh god, I should have brought Carl with me. Why have I very not working perception?
Okay, could have been worse.
Oh, there we go. See, this is what I mean. It's all his fault.
He took your one good roll. He did. He robbed you.
Multiple
what
good
it is.
rolls.
He took my
She rolled a 20 for him and a 19.
Exactly.
He's just taking all your shit. When he gets home, beat him up.
I will do.
Beat him up and tell him it's his fault. And when he gets confused, just be mad that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Most likely he'll go, whatever it is. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know.
That means he's well trained.
Exactly. Treat him mean, keep him keen.
Alright, so with a 4, Amaranth, you do not find much of interest in the book tower.
Yeah.
Or in the library portion of the tower.
Yeah, don't think I would.
Yeah, it's a 4.
No, that's fine. I'm not expecting.
I. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'm okay.
New. You find a book detailing several interesting facts about alchemy. And through that book, you are able to find 2 common and 1 uncommon recipe. You can choose the recipes from the recipe list. I don't have it pulled up at the moment, and I'm lazy.
Y'all.
You can choose 2 common, 1 uncommon recipe. Petra, what are you doing during this month?
Learning how to cook.
Okay. Alright, so Petra's finally like, Toby's leaving us. I have to make up for this with good food.
I have to do something about it.
She wants to cook like her mom does.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Pretty much.
Those cooking skills do not run in the family.
Wow.
No.
That being said, give me a d20 roll. Just a straight d20.
Oof.
Okay. I'm going to do this.
I'm scared.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, I can just learn on the way back as well.
Okay, so once that
Hey.
wheel fills up, we will say that you've figured out the basics of cooking. Until that wheel is filled up, though, anything Petra cooks is going to be barely edible.
That's okay, Petra will eat
it. We still have Toby with us on the way back, so Jesus, we'll just throw it. We're like, oh, thanks, and like throw it in the grass.
And roll initiative. Fun.
How dare you waste food in her presence?
Well, I just see it's fine.
Right,
I cast
so
fireball. Why aren't you going down? Fireball. Oh shit.
yeah, good luck taking Petra down now. Jesus. She may not do the most damage, but she can sure take it. I think, hold on, just out of curiosity, let's see. She has 159 HP.
Yeah.
That's almost as much as the 2 second highest HPs combined. You have almost double the next lowest HP.
Wow. You disgust me.
Yeah, because Windsor and Cal both have 83. So you are almost double that.
You'll be like the Black Knight goes, "'Tis but a scratch."
Pretty much.
Someone tries to poison Petra.
Good luck, Jesus.
What's going on here?
You know what's even more interesting? Good luck trying to put Petra to sleep.
Constitution plus
Mm.
9.
Because the sleep spell usually is based off of HP. So they would have to do 159 points of sleep. Just on Petra. That's not including putting the rest of you to sleep. So that would be an impressively powerful sleep spell. Or one hell of a hammer that they hit her in the head with. Alright, so you finish up your month. You manage to begin acquiring secondary skills on top of your your main achievements in this month.
My main achievement is fucking tank.
Yeah. Your main achievement is getting the Blessing of Fortitude, and it is powerful for you.
Very
mean-
powerful. A little too powerful.
So, what do you guys want to do? Are you ready to head back? Or do you want to chase after Phobrig?
I also want to try and get my hands on some, rare chalks and inks that are the components for teleportation circle
Chalks, inks. The
during
ink
that
has
month.
to have like crushed up pieces of gems that are worth like 50.
Rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold.
Yeah. I like how I remembered that.
There's nothing I want to do in particular. I could see Cal. Well, Cal's also going to let us know that he's going to carry on with us because he hasn't really had that conversation, but he'll be having that conversation with us.
Yeah, I imagine the conversation, you guys don't know his backstory. I don't know Amaranth. Are you aware of his backstory?
No, he's not told me.
Okay. Then in that case, we will say that a conversation takes place where Cal mentions that he has his own reasons for despising these liches that invaded his homeland, and that he wants to join you on this quest to aid in taking them down for both the defense of his homeland and the loss of his druid friends.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Petra doesn't care.
Obviously, when he gets back, he can fine-tune it, but we'll say that's the general gist of it.
He should be back in soon anyway.
Yep.
No, I mean, apart from maybe seeing if they have any information about any other issues that they've come across or from other towns, because obviously we've not heard from them in ages, so they might have information that we can pass back to Talura.
Okay. So essentially gathering stuff to report to Turlura. Right. In that case, where do you go for that information?
I'll go back to the castle and ask the princess, is there anyone I can speak to about blah 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 blah.
Alright. In which case, you are then pointed to Countessa Isabella. I'm sure you remember her.
Yes.
And she has been keeping a thorough log of the country's situation and offers to have her scribes make a copy of her entire log that you might return to Turlura with it and hand it over.
Nice.
So go ahead and add that to your inventory. It is Countessa Isabella's log.
Cool.
And should you take the time to read it, you will see essentially a very detailed catalog of each of the different days and how the situation has worsened, about how the undead have shown up, all the refugees that arrived, the different rumors that have gone around, and all of the towns that were likely destroyed based off of what had been heard on the street. It is a rather thorough accounting of everything that has happened so far.
Awesome. I most really will read it through because I'm nosy.
When Petra gets hit, she just feigns, "Oh, I'm dying."
Cool, that's been added.
Okay.
But apart from that, I can't think of anything else.
Actually, so
Is there a place I can
the ink / chalks and me would also try and spend some time actually crafting healing potions to replenish our supplies. I don't know how you want to handle that.
Well, we will do it like this. First off, the cost of the supplies for the potion. I don't have that up. Hold on.
Electrum makes me want to vomit.
Okay. There we go. Let's see. For that, you need regular potions and then bread, amanita, mushroom, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we will say it costs you 10 gold for each one that you decide to craft. And then I will just have you roll 3d10.
3d10.
No, make it 1d10. You only failed in creating one potion.
Let's
throughout
go.
the
Well done.
Yeah, I figured with the skill level that she's at, failing potentially up to a third of them would be fair. So, good job on rolling a 1. You only failed one time throughout the month of your crafting, which then would give you access to a full 20 of the potions.
Nice.
Healing potions or
Well,
greater?
So,
Oh, damn.
assuming
Okay.
I'm crafting the normal potions and then up, like,
Also, I
then
need to fix
into the
this
other
stuff.
ones? Or are we
Days, man.
assuming just straight to the thing? Because this is going to affect how many I could craft.
Say that again, I was fixing the date.
Crafting normal potions and then upgrading into greater, or
Yes.
so I can brew one every 4 days. That's 30 days in a month. So I could potentially make 7.
Let's make it a nice even 10. And then take 1 away for the failed one, so 9. We'll say that you were able to get your hands on a couple regular potions to speed up the process.
I also do have a couple regular potions already.
Then you can use those if you want.
Question.
Answer. Damn, I'm out.
I laugh because I hear it all the time outside of this goddamn place. He says it to me all the goddamn time.
Live with pain.
Yes. I'm curious to know if I'm doing because I wanted to start practicing my smoke magic that I can do, like great little creativity things. Would I be able to kind of practice on that to gain a skill in performance?
Yes, you can. In fact, I was already working on that.
Ooh.
Let's... I'll make this the same way that I did hers, so that's easy. Let's go. And then you rolled, what was it earlier? 7.
7. Oh, 7. Yeah.
No, was it
Not
7?
4. Yeah, it was 7. It was the 4 that got me the fucking perception.
Yeah. Yeah, 7. So both you and Petra got a 7 on your skills. So that is something you were able to work on.
Perfect.
I also assume those 9 potions do count towards
They do. Yep.
her experience.
They count as experience, yes.
And then 10 per potion, so that cost me 100 gold.
Oh, that was a question. Do we want to look into maybe seeing if there's anything we can do for the wagon, because it's coming up to winter? But the struggle is that there won't be much here. That's the issue.
Well, those would be supplies that don't expire. And with the recovery efforts, they likely would have been able to recover more from the warehouses. You can certainly shop around and see if they have some stuff. If you tell me what you want, I can tell you if they have it.
Maybe some stuff to cover the wagon to make it warmer, because it's going to be coming to the winter, so we might stop wanting to camp out inside the actual wagon.
Okay, so you want to see if they have
Petra
like a better
sleeps
canopy.
under the wagon still?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
That is a D12, Rebecca.
Who's Rebecca?
That's me.
Oh.
I'm Rebecca. See again.
They do not have any canopies available.
Ah, fuck you. I'm gonna fucking rip him to shreds when he gets it. Anywho,
Yep. When he gets home, we're gonna have to take a long break so she can tie him up and beat him with a stick.
And then would I also be able to get the chalks and slash inks I need for...
Yes. So they have roll me a d6. They have 2 available.
That's good, because that's what I was looking for.
Yep, they have 2 available. So you are able to purchase up to 2.
Consumable.
Didn't we have supplies in the?
The berries,
Yes,
you gave them away.
Yeah.
we have given them
Yeah.
away. Perfect. That's what I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure they're like been taken out of the.
Yes.
Let me take
Yeah.
those out.
It was one of the first things that you guys did when you arrived. Was you were like, we have these berries, you guys can have.
There's some food here.
There's some, but it's not going to last you very long. And they were like, hey, we'll take it. And then
some
it was
berries
the
are better
next
than no
day
berries.
that you went out and got the supplies from the warehouses. And now you saved essentially the whole country. Good job. If you guys would have gone somewhere else, this country would have collapsed.
Oh wow, that's a good thing we
Yeah.
did go here.
Yeah, it was on the brink of collapse. It likely would not have survived much longer. So if you guys had decided to go check out, like, for example, the situation with Izokus up in the north, and not gone here first, it's very likely that this country wouldn't have been here when you got here.
Wow. Well, thank
So,
goodness.
congratulations. You
Well,
saved the country.
At the cost of almost dying, we saved the country.
Yeah. But you're more powerful now. Less likely to
Oh, yeah.
almost die.
Well, it's
I'm
5
I'm
people
the
to a
least
million.
likely to almost die.
What's 5 people's death to a million in a country?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
well, when those people have the capacity to, save your country, quite a bit.
True.
Right. So you guys ready to head home, or are you going somewhere else?
Mm,
Let's regroup at home. We also gotta drop Toby off.
yes, we do have to drop them off.
I'm assuming this is gonna be a more than 13-day trip, and yes, I did count.
Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to find an appropriate image for this thing.
For the inks?
So, because it says ink slash chalks, I just made a thing that I can adjust as need be. That's teleportation circle supplies.
Okay. In that case, if you're looking for an image, try checking in core data, icons, sundries. You're likely to find something in there. You can also try, instead of sundries, you can try under magic.
I don't see core data there.
Yeah. Core data icons are the built-in icons. Okay. So you guys decide to head out home then?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
funny thought. First,
that?
try to put Petra to sleep. It's just the big Iron Man suit punching Hulk in the face. Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. Yeah, we go home.
Yeah.
Been a long time since you guys have been home, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wants to see her parents.
Yeah, we've still got people to take care of.
Well, Amaranth doesn't know that, though.
Nope.
Alright. So you set out from the city of Kale. Finally, time to head home. It has been a little over a month now since you guys left the city of Turlura. And there's no telling how the roads have changed in the last month. Hopefully for the better. But of course, it could have also gotten worse. With the few guards out there, it could easily be rife with bandits. So, You carefully set out.
We'll keep Cal maybe in the front riding so he can see anything, or in the back. Which way? Which one we want to do?
A second, because he can still look out over Petra's head. It's not that hard.
True. Very true.
That way
Right.
Cal still has some line of defense.
So you guys travel down the road. And it is the first day in a long journey. And also the first day on the road in a while. At least on a real road, not some path leading off into a forest. You're traveling along down a river. You hear the sounds of the rushing water. It's almost eerily peaceful compared to what it was on your trip up. It's like looking into a completely different area. A lot of the greenery has started to return to the land, and it's actually looking like a decent place to live again. Some of the places that you travel past, you see signs of caravans, and after a few hours, you do end up catching up to one. And you realize
that wasn't there before.
People are heading home. They're finally able to return to their houses. They can finally go back and begin to rebuild.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that little girl that we rescued.
No, and you helped her out, remember?
Yes.
You did a very
Yeah,
good job.
she found her parents, I think.
Yeah, I thought
Amaranth helped with that.
I just shouted her name. Just Mrs. and Mrs. This.
Although, was
Was it here? Or was no? That was no.
It was at
Amaranth would
Borgo.
not remember.
I was
Oh,
just
girl.
thinking that, like, would we? Because
Amaranth
You
would
would remember.
remember.
You would
Amaranth
remember
slash Belle
doing
was there,
it.
but
Yeah,
You'd remember doing it. You wouldn't
remember doing
Belle
it. You don't
being
remember her there. That being said, your first day of travel goes smoothly. You're able to go down the road without any issue. You don't run into any bandits. Occasionally, you pass a traveler. You can see they're slightly weary from the ordeal, but there's clear signs of hope on their face.
When we stop, Petra will take the time to learn how to cook.
It's near the end of the day. You come to a fork in the road. I assume, as usual, you guys don't want to stop at the fork.
No.
No.
Right? So you pass the fork just by a little bit. Completely averse to stopping anywhere near a crossroads because you people are weird.
Oh no, gosh.
Oh no, we want to be safe. Horrible.
It is. It's terrible. Why do you do this to me?
Why not?
So you pass the crossroads. It gets late into the day. But you do eventually find a nice spot to pull over, set up camp. You set up, pull the wagon in, tie off the horses, give them their feed bags. You guys light a campfire?
Might be a good idea not to do that just yet, seeing as this mystery is still a few undead. I think they would have just gone in that month.
Okay. So you guys decide not to set up a campfire, which means, Petra, you will not be able to attempt to cook. You have no way to cook.
Unless you really want to learn how to cook. But no, we can use Toby's pot thing.
Jeeves.
Jeeves?
all right, Toby's got
No,
pot.
or we can just
He's
do it
not
with
sharing.
the fire if you want to. If you want to keep it to like she has to actually put in the work.
Well, she has to actually do the cooking, and I'm trying to decide if Jeeves would be able to be used by somebody else, because I don't think the homunculus works that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, Petra, roll me
Yeah?
a D2. Just type 1D, /R space 1D2.
Yeah.
And that'll flip a coin, and if it's a 2, Okay. So she's able to cook using G's.
At least this time.
Yeah, at least this time. So in that case, to see if you're able to progress, I need you to roll a d20. Okay. Amaranth, are you practicing your smoke magic?
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Then roll me a d20.
So close. So close to being a 20.
Yep, as long as you get a 10 or higher, then it goes up. You did not get that. So, Petra goes over to Toby and, with his help, is able to use Jeeves to start learning how to cook. She manages to make something that's edible. Somewhere along the lines of hardtack and gruel. It's, to her, perfectly fine. She can eat it, no problem. To the rest of you, you're probably looking at it like, why didn't we just have Toby cook alone? It's not a very impressive meal at all. It's little to no seasoning. It's barely considered a meal at this point. Amaranth, on the other hand, is sitting there, getting frustrated more and more as she's trying to make these smoke creatures and create fancy designs with her smoke, and the wind keeps blowing it away, and she just finally gets fed up for the night and says, fuck it, I'll practice another day.
Sets up her tent and goes
Yeah,
into bed.
that's the reason why Petra's trying to learn how to cook, so she can make stuff that isn't just gonna make them puke.
Well, it was edible, so they're not gonna puke. They're gonna be miserable eating it. It's basically hard crackers and sauce. Like, that's about it. But you guys
Petra's like
managed to
staring intensely at the rest of them as they eat.
just making sure they eat it.
Yep.
You guys managed to set up for the night and not necessarily enjoy a meal, but have a meal. And then you guys take your watches. While doing so, it becomes very apparent that the undead are still very much walking in the woods. Throughout the night, each of you during your shifts of guarding
Ouch.
will hear and see the undead stumbling through the forest.
Petra can't see shit.
I said here. But thankfully, none of them attack you tonight. You manage to make it to morning. Everybody gets your rest. Long rest for those that want to take it.
Ooh, yeah, boy. Not that I need it, but...
And then dawn
I
breaks.
need it either.
I'm just gonna click it just in case.
Oh, it's so nice to be able to see the daytime when I wake up.
Right? It's been a while.
So nice to be able to see when I wake up.
Yes, exactly.
That being said, the next couple of days go pretty much the same. It's travel down the road, find a nice place to sleep, get some
Petra helps
rest.
cook.
Yeah, Petra attempts to help to cook. And Amaranth attempts to work on her smoke magic. And
Yeah.
for the most part, it almost seems like the worst of things is behind you. You managed to get about halfway through the country. It takes a few days, but you do make quite a lot of progress. Winter begins to set in, and you can see the signs. The trees have a light dusting of snow. The wind is a lot colder. There's that slight chill in the light, where there's just a little extra blue in the shadow. It's beginning to look a lot like... No, I'm just kidding. It's beginning to display the chill, and you can feel it in the air.
It doesn't bother you in the slightest.
It does not. you is
Doesn't really
perfectly
bother
comfortable.
Petra all too much.
I fucking hate the cold.
Yep.
I'm naturally cold resistant.
Petra's not, but
Petra's
she's
not, but
also a
she's
soldier.
stupid.
That too.
That being said, you guys do pull
Soldier,
over to
whatever.
set up camp one night,
Oh, no.
and you hear a lot more undead activity than you've been hearing the last couple. You recently passed a town, and these are likely remnants of the residents of that town. It's nighttime. You guys are setting up your camp. Petra makes a passable meal once again. Amaranth, still frustrated and unable to get her damn smoke to do what she wants. And then you go to bed, as you have for the last few nights. However, on this particular night, you notice that the rustling sounds and all the undead have gotten closer than they were, and they're louder. To the point that during Windsor's watch, he shakes you guys awake to let you know that it appears that they are heading in your direction. What do you do?
Oh, does Windsor wake us up?
Yeah, that's what I
Yep,
said.
he-
Windsor
Sorry.
shakes you awake to tell you that it appears that they are heading in your direction.
I think she said.
Shut up, you. We'll Cal must probably try and see if he can look at and see a bit closer.
Same. News gonna try and scout a little.
Petra's gonna stand in front of them. She's gonna follow, but she's gonna be in front of them.
So first, well, Cal's gonna go stealthy. Of course, he gets a fucking 10.
Okay? So,
Still 23.
That was the 10 I needed. And then
Wait,
we'll do a
Can I
perception.
make a perception check against his stealth to see if I see him?
if you want to,
Because I just imagine him trying to go all stealthy and he's just walking beside him.
It's not stealthy for you, it's stealthy for everybody else.
Oh.
Of course you do. Yeah, you still don't see him though.
No, I do. He only got a 23. That's a 24.
with
yes,
a nat
right.
20
Right.
and a 24, yes, she is able to see him. She pretty much knows exactly where he's at.
He's just nonchalantly walk beside him as we're trying to scout this shit.
Wait, I'm trying to speak. Go.
Petra's getting her ankles stepped on by New as she walks in front of her.
All right,
Yeah, so gonna try and look. So you
So-
got to roll 25 for the perception.
you guys are able to see that there are quite a lot of zombies, and they appear to know where you are at. And they are headed in your direction, likely hungry.
See, what do we want to do?
Are they all coming from like one general direction or all around?
From what you can tell, yes.
Yes to which one?
You can tell that they're coming from one direction.
Okay.
From what you can tell, it
That
appears
was
that they are
band.
coming from
I
one
can,
direction.
actually.
I mean,
Could ready a spell maybe, and then try and if they get closer.
I was gonna say I vote we wait it out, kinda, let them get close, then just completely obliterate them with
Petra's
spells.
gonna stand there with her Crescent of Warriors code, just smiling.
Okay. In that case,
She's gonna get ready. Oh my god, the wagon!
you guys
Ugh. Why is it so dark?
Because it's nighttime and you guys didn't light a fire.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fine.
You guys
Petra's gonna
decided
try-
no fires.
Petra's gonna try to like fucking light her axe up.
Need
She just slapping it like, why aren't you doing it again?
stealth check to see if I can put light on it without Petra noticing.
Go ahead.
No, Petra
No,
definitely
she
notices.
absolutely sees you.
See, I literally rolled a fucking 1, and then I roll him, and he gets a 12.
Petra,
If you are not
Petra
telling
looks
me,
at you like, you bitch! How did you do that?
Petra, we need you to roll initiative stuff.
Yeah.
I am
There's
just
Windsors.
you.
Alright, so the way we're gonna do this combat, because you guys already know that the zombies are there and that they are heading in your direction, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start combat, and then we're going to have you guys take your turns like surprise round, but this is mostly because it's an ambush, not necessarily because they're, quote, surprised. They obviously knew you were there, they just weren't expecting you to suddenly attack them.
Mhm.
They're walking backwards.
Exactly. Happy
Oh
now?
my god! They're walking forward.
That being said, Windsor's turn first. I did not long rest him. I apologize. Let me...
Do that.
Yeah. I don't
Oh
need
my
him
God.
dying.
Yeah.
I don't need him dying immediately.
Yeah, he's still near death, and he's still like, yeah, I'm still doing great.
So for his turn, he's just going to rush forward. Just like so. And he will punch them. As he do.
Yep.
1 second,
Don't
I hear
forget the
someone
fire.
saying-
Don't forget the fire
Yep.
snakes.
He will do his fire snakes as always. A 26 will hit.
If a 26 didn't hit a zombie, I'd be kind of concerned.
That'd be a zombie from hell, wouldn't it?
That would.
Okay, and then
Like, it
his
has the
second
least
attack.
amount of health, but it has such a high fucking armor class.
16 will hit. And then he also gets, what is it, 1d6 for his thing? We'll say so. I accidentally hit crit, whatever. Minus one of those sixes. No, sorry. Let me just reroll it. I fucked it. 1d6. Normal hit. That's better. Fly damage. So that one's badly injured, and then he is going to take his, I believe it's cunning action. Where is it? Forget exactly which ability it is of his that he has, but he's going to spend a key point to then disengage and move back so he doesn't get his ass kicked. And that will be the end of his turn. Gal's turn.
Alright, something just dies right now.
Okay, sorry, because Toonie is now here.
Oh, do we want to take a break? You catch him up, and then we'll do the combat after?
Yeah, that's alright with everyone.
Alright, yeah,
Cool
with me.
it's basically 6 o'clock anyway. So we'll just go ahead and take our break now. And then when we come back, we'll do the combat.
Cool, no worries, perfect.
Take a break.
Okay. So it is Cal's turn. And then you guys have surprise round, so we're skipping the zombies. So Cal, what do you do for your turn?
Where are these zombies? Sorry, I don't see them. Oh, there they are up there. Okay. Well, that's a lot of zombies.
Yeah, that's a few.
The entire country was filled with undead before you restored the sunlight, so...
Oh, God. I forgot about that. Right then. Let's see. Cal will probably bring his bow out and have a pot shot at that one there.
Okay.
Also, Petra's like the super tank now.
Sweet.
159 HP.
Yeah, she took fortitude.
I guess that. I'll move back here, and then I'll take my bonus action to steady aim, and do a advantage attack on the one over there.
Okay. Go
Wait,
ahead and
this
roll
one?
your attack.
Oh, that one. Why
That
are you
one.
going behind Petra?
Why do you think?
Well, she's not going to be there for much longer.
Her 26 definitely hits.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think you could miss them, actually.
I mean, if he rolls a nat 1.
Yeah, like, literally, you would have to roll a nat 1 to miss them. 19 damage? Plus
It's
3
8
radiant.
plus 8 plus 19 plus 3. I forgot to add the sneak attack on the
Okay,
first
well,
roll.
he just fucking dies then.
Duh.
Delete.
Yeah, just the 19 and the 3 radiant was enough. So that zombie just got deleted.
Just turns.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Where's the... there it is. Okay.
Right,
There you
and we're skipping the zombie's turn this round. Petra!
I'm gonna take the fucking dash action, because I'm not gonna be able to wait. Hold on. Yeah, I'll just go through Amaranth.
Hey, I burnt you once. Get over it. I burnt everybody once. Everyone deserves to be burnt by me.
Yeah, with your size difference, you're able to go right through it without any issue.
Yeah, that's...
You just bore a
yeah.
hole right through her stomach. No.
It's bad to see it.
If I move, can I do a ready action or no?
Yeah, as long as you don't take the dash action.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh my god, you guys are over here. If any of these zombies get within 10 feet of her in any direction, she'll smack them. And, well,
Right,
she'll
sounds good.
rage and smack them. I'll be in Petra's turn.
New, what have you got?
Alright. Gonna just go ahead and cast Sickening Radiance, but anyone who's familiar with Mew's magic and actually paying attention will notice her weaving her semantic components slightly differently this time as she casts,
Okay.
making her Sickening Radiance not have any effect on any of the party members. And just plop.
Okay. And that, of course, is a light source as well.
Oh my god.
So let me... This a 30 right spear. Boom.
610.
Okay.
That's 15 zombies in that radius.
Yes. Now they all make con saving throws.
Yep.
Jesus. Which
Okay.
they all fail.
Some of them fail. Let's see if the next group makes it.
No.
They all fail. Okay.
I was going to say, good job splitting them up into groups.
23 damage.
That's all of these zombies dead.
And then Mew will
fucking
call out
dead.
that
Just
The
fucking
sick-
obliterated.
that's a pseudo safe zone because it will not affect people.
At the end of your turn?
Yep, I gotta click the button.
Okay, and I will cast Vitriolic Spear in the other group.
Oh my god.
Just everything dies.
You really did not think this out. Think this through, Defile.
No, I did. Like I said, you guys got the shit kicked out of you, so I'm being nice today. I'm making it a little easier on you, a little bit more relaxed. Just a fun blow shit up day. Alright,
Mhm.
DC 18.
Yay.
I can't have any fun because these guys are taking all of it.
You could have run over there. A 9 fails, and...
I could have, but they still fucking gotten obliterated before I could even do anything.
7 well, they all fail.
Yay!
And big damage numbers.
What?
Whoa, what the hell is that?
This is who she's targeted. So it basically makes it easier for me to select stuff.
Yeah, it needs work because on my end it shows 1,
Zombie,
then
zombie,
2, then
zombie,
3,
zombie,
then
zombie,
4,
zombie,
and
zombie.
8, like progressively reposting the same thing as each zombie gets
Yeah.
added.
That is something they need to work on. Holy crap. Okay. Anyway, how much damage is that?
I have no idea because it didn't come up. It just came up
23.
with something. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it did that above the spam there.
Ah.
It
So,
doesn't help, but
23.
also
They're
it
all
comes-
dead.
Well, if nothing else, the spellcasters are consistent. I did 23 damage, and Ramp did 23 damage.
Exactly. It also comes up under my name, Game Master, so that might also be the reason why it doesn't come under Bex.
Yeah, which is also really weird because you're not me.
No, I'm not. Why you? Every time like you kept rolling something, it was under me. I was like, stop rolling me.
There you go. See?
There's like-
Damage
Yeah.
roll.
There's a whole 3 zombies left.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else I can do. One creature, 15 feet cube. 100 feet away. No, let's not do that one. Okay, cool. Thunderclap is not a good idea to do. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Windsor is nowhere near any of them, so he will move up here and take the ready action for in case any of them get too close. Cal.
Oh no,
Any
there's 4
left?
zombies. Yeah,
There's 2 there. I don't know where the 4th one Petra's seen is. I see 1 there too.
oh. Okay, I thought this was different. I thought there was one closer to the fucking radiance.
Okay, I will probably shoot that one that's there then.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
Again, I'll do aim shot so I get advantage.
Which is basically just guaranteeing that that one dies. Yep, 27's a hit. For obvious reasons.
Petra fucking frowns, and all you hear is the blomp.
33 damage. That thing just ceases to exist.
Yep.
37 damage.
You love you
Yep.
to add radiant in there just
38.
to kill it even more.
38 damage.
Alright, so that one's dead.
Alright, so we learned Cal isn't good at math. Got it.
He's good at attacking, and that's what we need him to be doing.
Alright, it is
And
now the
apparently
zombies'
Petra
turn.
is.
So, we're gonna move these guys as close as they can get with their very limited movement speed.
Good. Good.
Good soup.
You're not as fun.
Okay. That
Yeah.
is as much movement as they can do on their turn. Petra!
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Not gonna bother with the form of the beast. Not for these guys. Go over here. Hey, buddy. And, smack that guy.
Alright. Fuck him up.
See if I can.
That'll hit. So Petra runs over there through the puddle of what used to be some zombies and lodges her axe into the neck of this one. It's still alive. Very injured, but still alive.
Good. Good.
She's like, yeah, I
Again.
still get to hit stuff. The 12 will hit. Ten more damage. Zombie has the axe get yanked out of its neck and then brought down on the other side, literally leaving just a tiny little centerpiece of flesh holding it on.
I can imagine that.
Just gonna
Don't you fucking dare, you.
move up here. And as much as I'd like to be able to push this motherfucker into this thing,
The wrong angle, sadly.
let's go.
15 will hit. For 9 damage and knocks it back 10 feet.
Oh, that's
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Knocking it
Big
back
number?
another 10 feet.
Another 9 damage.
Alright, so you just
Oh,
see this zombie come
okay.
running around this orb of light and get knocked back flying through the tree branches. At the end of your turn,
Yeah.
Amaran.
Okay, I'm going to attack these zombies all over here.
Okay.
No, don't you fucking dare.
Do.
That's just like, no, you already killed him. It's my turn.
No! I don't listen to you.
You get to carry me from here to home.
Good fucking luck, bitch. Kaboom.
Oh, there's more over there.
Okay, let's see. Fireball. Of course it's fireball.
Why not?
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, fuck off! Oh, I did pass. Thank goodness I have -2 in their decks, because I was going to be pissed off.
Yep, they all fail. God, that's a lot of dice. Alright. Amaranth has successfully deleted another group.
Yeah, yes.
Fucking obliterated.
And you've got Petra going, one! Ha! Killed one! And we're like, well, that group's dead, and then that group's dead, and then that group's dead.
Petra's just
Petra
happy
have
to
her
hit
small
stuff.
victory.
She is very happy to hit
Let
stuff.
Petra have her victory.
We will let her have her victory.
Yay! I helped.
Alright, Windsor. Gonna take the ready action again.
That's
Gallon.
definitely gonna be what she's saying when she's half dead.
What's Callan
sorry.
gonna do?
Cal's gonna. We just got the one. Oh no, we got one over here as well.
There's a couple over there.
Yeah.
Or
I'll shoot that one.
Okay. Oop.
there.
Obviously,
was
ready
a couple
action
over
again.
there.
Ready action?
Aim shot. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah. I was confused for a moment. I was like, what are you readying for? You can shoot it right now, I promise. 26 will hit.
No, I can't shoot it right now. I have to do it like later.
It's too much for me.
Too much.
For 12 damage. Plus 22.
2
The zombie's dead.
plus
Yeah.
plus 1.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to roll the radiant damage separately because technically radiant damage might do more damage to the zombie because I don't know if they're susceptible to radiant damage because they're undead.
However, I think 22 damage does enough damage to kill them
You
already.
I think
mean
it just
34?
obliterates it.
So 34 damage, I think, automatically does kill them already. I don't think they need the radiance at that point, unless you're blessed to go back into heaven. It doesn't do shit.
Actually, it does make a difference. Fun fact.
Because then they can't get undead fortitude.
Mhm.
I know this.
What's undead fortitude?
Undead fortitude
don't
is
worry
when an
about
undead creature dies, it makes a saving throw, and if it passes the saving throw, it doesn't die. It retains 1 HP.
I like the the Death Knights that we fought.
Yeah, where they kept standing back up every time you
Oh,
guys
those
hit them.
assholes. The people I got my fucking axe from. I think.
Yeah. the-
Radiant damage stops that because basically
Yep.
it's holy magic in essence.
Yep. Undead fortitude does not work against holy magic.
Else?
The
It also
only
doesn't work
way
against
to bypass undead fortitude is with a crit hit or radiant damage. So that radiant damage, even if it's 1 radiant damage, guarantees that it dies. Alright, zombie turn. 1, 2, 4. And then this one's actually going to turn and attack Petra. Look at that. One of them actually gets to attack.
Yay! She's just standing there waiting.
17 does not hit.
No.
So the zombie turns to you after you nearly chop its head off and just swipes at you with its hand balled up. Completely whiffs. Poor zombie.
Yeah, and Petra's just standing there looking at it with like a very straight face.
I'm
Yeah,
just
obviously
picturing her
that guy.
standing there with that emote you drew. Just that where she has like the straight face, completely flat mouth. I just
Yeah.
picture Petra staring at the zombie like that. Like, why aren't you hitting me?
Oh. Oh.
14 hits.
I keep forgetting that it does that.
Yep, you are a halfling. 14
I am.
hits.
Yay. Oh shit, wait. And this. What? Just take the 1. I
Alright,
did
so
11.
yes, 11 damage, which is enough to finish off this zombie. That zombie is dead.
Petra's just standing there pumping her arms in the air.
That's nice, Petra. You have a good time.
Let's see.
Oh, isn't it cute when the little ones can help?
And Petra can just barely see this one over here. So
Alright,
she's
she's
gonna.
gonna go. She's just happy,
gonna, like-
skipping with her axe in her hand, like, I killed one!
And she's gonna smack this one
Alright,
as hard as she can.
throwing out that second attack. That'll hit.
Are these guys facing this way?
They are facing that way. There you go.
Okay.
Such a pedantic cow you are. Which way are they facing?
Well, she
gets
has
bonus
to.
damage.
Yeah, she.
Oh, true.
Her
But
weapon does more from the front.
she's facing them head to head. That's
Yep.
very true.
Yeah.
I apologize.
17. Alright. So you finish chopping off the head of the other one, and then kind of skip excitedly over to the next one, and just cleave right into his rib cage, doing a mass amount of damage.
All you hear is Petra going.
She's like, yeah! Woo!
Alright, that's the end of Petra's.
New, what have you got?
All right. Oopsie. No, go back.
Also,
yeah, I can
Petra
move
still doesn't know how you turned on her axe.
here. And then just
like-
You rubbed it the
gonna
right way.
completely ignore the fact that I'm already focusing on Sickening Radiance and put down another one. Because why not?
I mean, you absolutely can. it'll get rid of the old one
Oh,
because you
what
can
the
only
fuck?
concentrate on
Where are
one
these
spell
guys
at a
coming
time.
from?
Yep. But now,
Okay, DC Constitution saving throw. Let me go.
son of a bitch.
And
Well, of all times.
It's fine though. It's fine though. They have to make another one at the start of their turn. So
all right, so this group here saves. This group does not. 21 damage. Is that radiant damage? I forget.
yes, it is.
Yeah, so they die. Oop, I didn't mean to delete them. I meant to.
You
move
guys
them
made a
off
mistake making me aware of being able to grab the dice.
there. She's just
Yeah,
like, ha, I got it, and just drags it all over her screen.
It
All
gives
right,
us
so
you
they are dead.
anybody else's hit dice because that would be annoying.
Wait, does
that-
Petra have the highest amount, the highest like dice roll for health
Yes.
Yes.
when she levels up? Jesus.
Okay, some silly cow is in the way, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, stupid cow. And you's kind of in the way too, but that dumb cow with a saddle. You ought to shoot it in the face with a firebolt.
I will. Sorry to ruin your parade, Petra. Unless it's
All right, another
Fuck
fireball.
you.
I have tried to look around for anything else, and there is nothing else.
Yeah, they fail. And there's not enough here to justify doing two groups, so yeah, so they just go woof into flames and they are dead.
Petra gives.
Petra's over there fighting and all excited, and then she just watched the zombie go woof and turn into ash.
Imagine the blomp sound, but Petra looking at him.
Petra's
No, not
standing
that
there
one.
holding her axe, frustrated, furrowing her brows because she killed what she was fighting. Turns around, glares at you. You realize she has no eyebrows left.
And I say, look, you should be honored by my fire. The only person who I haven't burnt so far is actually
Hey,
Windsor and Cal.
Windsor is gonna skip his turn.
I mean, and Niu, as far as everyone knows.
Well, yeah, as far as everyone can remember.
Wait.
Because I did burn New at one point by accident.
That was before
Oh, yeah, you
the
you-
re-erasure.
Yeah.
So.
You
Yep.
fucking.
So you're good. Wait, Cal, what you doing?
So I'm just looking around the map to see if there's any more left other than the ones in the ring.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
So there's just these 4 left, isn't there? From what we can see.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Just
cool.
the ones that are inside the sickening radiance.
So I'll take the unharmed one that's getting closer to New. That one there.
Okay.
You gonna fire through the wagon?
Is it in my way?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't
see-
see the target at the moment.
Yeah, you can't see that one from here.
Okay. I will move a little bit first. Then.
To be able to see it, you would have to move.
I mean, he could move straight
Here.
up. Or there.
You would want to move
It's
like
saying
here.
I can't move. Movement is set for combat turns. Saying I can't move.
That is your combat turn. That's
Yeah,
strange.
movement is set on combat. Yeah.
Well, moving
Wait.
now.
That's not me moving. That's somebody else moving. Apparently, I don't have actions to move my own thing, but apparently Bex does. Work that out.
You're welcome.
Let me check something. Yeah, no,
That's Bex moving, not me, by the way.
okay.
Dance.
Oh my god.
That's very odd that it's doing that. Let's try this. Can you move now?
Nope, it's coming up with the same thing.
1 second. It's something. 1 second.
How about now?
Yeah, now it's working.
Okay.
Don't know why that wasn't working before. Anyway, now I can see the target. So
Yes,
Murder
now you can
arrow.
see him.
I'll just do a steady aim and shoot again.
Arrow just goes thunk right through its head and into a tree behind it. And it's like
27 will
stuck
hit.
to the tree.
It's just an eyeball attached to the arrow.
Nice.
Yep, that'll delete him. That'll do it. You just watch this arrow go through his skull and take its whole head off, and nail it to the tree.
And now they make a con saving. Unless
No, they don't.
Cal
No,
has something else
he
to
does radiant damage, so they don't.
do. No, I mean because it's going
Oh,
to
because
become
their turn, yeah. Yeah, they make that con saving throw, but... Alright, let's watch them fail this. You guys ready? Damn!
Yay.
That kills all 4 of them. That's right, I said 4, because there's one you guys couldn't even see yet. It's off the map, and it died anyway.
I was like, we have looked. We were looking everywhere. It's like, where are the next ones? Where are they? Where are they?
It's off the edge of the map where the sickening radiance is still covering.
Yeah, it was still marching in to the screen, and you murdered it anyway. Alright, that being said, that is the last of the zombies.
Yay. And I didn't get up from my bed at all. I have literally in the same position. I have not moved.
Let's go ahead and hit the end combat button. Bloop. Give you...
Now here's the real question.
Mhm.
Beavers and ducks.
Yes. I'm gonna recast light on Petra's axe so that it turns off because it says I can. If I recasted it, goes
Are you
away.
gonna do it sneakily?
Or no, dismiss it as an action. Whatever. Either way works. I dismiss it because I don't think we need to have the light sitting there while we're trying to go back to sleep now.
Okay.
I'm
So-
sure people will not appreciate that.
You guys finish killing the zombies, and then you try to go back to bed? That's the plan?
Yeah, unless there's anyone else wants to do anything.
Well, I only need the 4-hour trance myself, so
All
I don't
you
know if
hear-
I've slept a little bit or tranced, I suppose.
Yeah, all you
Yeah.
hear from all you hear as everybody else is falling asleep is Petra cursing that there is so many more zombies that she
I-
could have fought.
I don't technically need any sleep. Just need to not be.
Alright,
Or
I'll
you doing
quadruple
just
the
light
number of
activity?
zombies next time.
Yeah.
Just for Petra.
She won't get to kill anymore. I mean, this lot will just do massive AoEs everywhere.
Yeah, she'll still only get a kill, what? But there'll be more zombies.
You just plop sickening radiance down on the party, and we just all stand in the middle and just go
Just
back
plop
to sleep.
it down on Petra, so that anything trying to get to her just dies before she can reach it. That'd be fucked up.
Turn the light
See,
off. I'm tired.
It would be really interesting if I could make the focal point of it an actual thing that could move like that.
Just give Petra an amulet for the rest of her life that's got permanent sickening radiance on it. Doesn't affect her though, so she literally walks around and can't kill anything because she just dies instantly as soon as she gets near it. She's just like, I want to kill something. She ends up just smacking herself in the head with an axe because she can't rage out anymore.
Or better yet, they'll just think she's some mystical being that's like killing things before she can get close to them.
That'd be terrifying. Little halfling running at you, getting pissed off that you're dying before she can kill you.
Like, I would be sincerely worried.
Yeah, I would be too. That being said,
And then even if you do get to her and do damage, it looks like it does nothing.
pretty much, yeah. But that being said, you guys sleep the rest of the night peacefully. Take your long rests if you need them. You wake up in the morning, and it's the same old, same old. You prep yourselves for the trip, load up into the wagons, jump on your horses, and off you go. Another couple of days go by, pretty uneventfully.
Petra's still learning to cook.
You do notice that the further out you get, the more you see settlers have already returned back to where they lived. You're seeing a lot of people that have already started repairing their houses. You pass through one or two little villages off the side of the road. You see them repairing their huts. A couple of them smiling, happy to be home. A few kids playing around the edge of the road. It's good to see that you've restored at least some small bit of peace to this kingdom.
We're bringing
Yeah.
it. We're bringing it. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it. We're bringing it. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it. We're bringing it. We're bringing it back.
Destroy the
Getting
herd.
Fireball.
It's getting late into winter as you finally cross back in to Fondinia. You've made it roughly 2/3 of the journey home when you reach, once again, the border town of Pataroli. It's, as you remember, a small but relatively okay little town. You get there, it's roughly evening time. The sun's beginning to go down. They have a small inn, so you go inside. Nice hot meals, something Petra didn't cook.
Yay.
Rude. Petra's
Now-
still gonna learn how to cook, though.
Now, before we continue, I do need a d20 from Amaranth and Petra. If you've learned anything.
Don't know why it was like 2, but there we go.
It also rolled it twice.
4
don't know
d20s. Alright.
I'll
gonna
just
try
take
that
the
again.
first one. The first one was a 16, that counts. Petra, you got a 5. You did not get any better at cooking over the last couple days.
God damn it.
But that being said, Amaranth,
Toby's
you did get a
just
little
shouting at Petra at this point.
better. No, Petra! God, you don't do that. Oh, I told you, you gotta stir it, not lick it.
It's raw! So?
It's raw. No, it's burnt. Same
no,
difference.
Now, sausages are meant to be cooked all the way through. They're not burnt on the outside, pink on the inside. Does not equal out.
Sure it does. It's balance, right? Offset.
No!
That being said,
Just-
you guys pull into the inn, you get yourselves a nice meal, and find some
Petra's gonna
nice...
eat as much as she can.
You find the nice barkeep. They offer you a room, relatively cheap. They say for 2 silvers, you can stay there. 2 silvers each. Do you guys
Should I?
decide to stay or no?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm happy to stay there.
Should I even try to do a Constitution saving throw?
They're meaningless for you anymore.
They are.
You can just assume that when you eat, you get stronger. Petra has
There
an
needs to be
iron
something
What
fucking
happens if
gut.
she rolls a nat 1?
If
She
she
has to
rolls a
roll
nat
2
one,
nat 1s in a row.
yeah, she has to roll
yeah, I have
2
to
nat
roll 2
ones in a
nat
row.
ones.
Possible. I'd do it.
All right, go for it.
No.
I mean, I
Okay.
know it's a very slim chance of her doing it because she's got to roll 2 nat 1s in a row, but
Yeah,
It's a
it is,
0.05.
it is technically possible still.
it is
And
possible.
then later on, it's
Highly
going
unlikely.
to be impossible.
Highly unlikely, yes, I agree with you.
All right, so you guys get some rest. Don't forget to take the silver from your sheets.
Yeah.
It's good to be home. There's familiar sights, sounds, and no random undead off the side of the road. You sleep through the rest of the night
Petra sighs.
relatively peacefully. Petra sleeps under the bed, as usual.
Yep.
And from there, the next day you set out again. And you make the trip the rest of the way home. It takes another 10 days. Well into winter now. But you do arrive home Interlura.
Yeah, dutiful.
Let's
Um,
go.
Cal would have been updating his own maps of the area on his way in.
Okay. I need let's see, for 10
Cartographer
for,
tools?
yeah, well in your case cartographer tools, and then I also need a d20 from Amaranth and Petra again. Because you will want to practice your abilities. Petra's gotten a little better at cooking, Amaranth's a little better at playing with smoke. Look at you, you're like a vapor, you got your little smoke rings going and everything. You're one of the cool kids now.
Yeah, boy. I was always a cool kid.
Alright, so you've arrived home. What's the first thing that you want to do? You come into the city gates and...
Go to the Rose Guard so I can give away this fucking sword. Oh, and the journal. Forgot about the journal.
Okay. So, you head straight to the castle to turn in the journal and the sword. You remember where the sword came from?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Assuming Amaranth just doesn't wander off, and you would probably accompany, unless the whole group is accompanying.
To get to you guys, I have just wandered off like I usually do.
I would have followed her.
Yeah, Cal being new to the area likely would have followed somebody. Alright, so, we'll say you all go to the Rose Castle. The guards meet you at the gate, and they're starting to recognize you. So as you approach, they just kind of wave you forward. You're now somebody that they know is generally acceptable in the castle. They haven't been given orders to block anyone out. Amaranth?
Apart from me.
No. That was
No,
Belle.
they don't remember.
They wouldn't remember
Yeah.
that.
But they would remember me as Amaranth.
Yeah, they
And,
remember Amaranth, and Amaranth has been in trouble too. But I'm not saying that in the sense of them remembering anything. I'm saying that in an accusatory, I'm the DM and you're messing things up. How dare you do that, Amaranth?
Don't tell me what to do.
No.
Isn't that your idea?
Shush.
So you go inside, and as usual, you find a grumpy old dwarf sitting behind his desk. And he is just working on paperwork and groaning about the size of the stack.
Hello, we have come from Poglioria and survived.
Petra has grown like 2 millimeters.
The dwarf looks up from his mountain of paperwork and looks between the 5 of you, and his eyes fall on Cal, who's definitely not normally part of the group. Now, did Toby come with you, or did Toby go straight home?
Toby would have probably come with just to see what the outcome was, and then headed home.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured, which is why I stopped. So he looks over the 6 of you, and his eyes stop on the new guy for a few moments before moving on. It's clear he's not bothered by the fact that there's a new person here.
And he's an elf.
Yeah. So he, looks you over and kind of nods a bit, and then he goes, "All right. What'd you find out?"
I will give him the book that I have. This is Countess Isabella's journal from the start to the finish, from when it started being sunny to the time it started going dark. And we have this sword, and this sword belonged to the Lich Ythir, because we killed him also. Because we are amazing.
Because we are amazing. I could picture Amaranth saying that, too.
I went unconscious. Petra said.
She did! A lot of us went unconscious.
And kind of
Toby just sighs at this point, like, "Oh wow, it's alright for some, isn't it?"
And Toby's just like, "I'm so glad I didn't go. I would have died." Toby's seeing his life flash before his eyes, and he wasn't even there.
But it's okay, because I feel better than ever.
So Barmus
Healthier.
takes the book and he takes the sword and he nods approvingly. You guys aren't too bad.
We are amazing.
He flips open the book and starts looking through it and kind of just thumbing through the pages, giving it a glance. There's a lot of useful information in here. Now, this journal you brought me here, it ends with the sunlight being restored, but it doesn't really cover what happened. So you mentioned that you killed the Lich there. Mind elaborating?
Wow.
Cowl
ne-
info dump.
Okay.
We attacked. Some of us fell, some of us came back up, but then he died.
He will also
Yeah, the
Cowl
paralyzed-
mention about the king as well, they were using the king's royal bloodline of the old
Paralyzed guy-
elder.
The paralyzed guy fell down like a statue, got back up, still a statue.
We had a good tree, a very good tree.
He'll just kind of listen to everything that all of you have to say, nodding along. And then he'll turn to Cal, and he'll say, I'm sorry to hear you lost your king. He was a good man, a good ruler. Hopefully, your country will be able to recover, though.
The queen's got a strong head on her.
Well, can't say I've ever met the woman, but if you vouch for her, I hope you're right. That being said, it's going to take me a few days to get together any sort of reward for this. I need to have the courts go over everything you've brought me here, but expect to hear from me in a few days.
Cal nods. Toby just kind of sighs and kind of starts walking out.
Alright, what do the rest of you do?
I will ask, is there any other names from any of the other liches or the Shadowfingers?
Well, unfortunately, there is. Izokus has gained a concerning amount of influence in the north. And there's rumors that that Erodnia and Kolo might be joining the Puertia-Byralia war. If that happens, Byralia's not going to stand a chance against three kingdoms.
So what was that? You said Orodnia?
Erodnia and Kolo.
Hello. Oh, cool.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
really,
she has enough influence there that I don't know much of what we can do. If you want to take a look at it, you can, but I suggest you be careful if you do. Considering how much she's managed to sink her teeth in there, it's very possible that the royal family is on their side. As for Phobrix, this book you've got here mentions him heading off east. Unfortunately, I don't know where he went to after that. And there hasn't been much word on Zihas either. He seems to be still conducting his hunting grounds ritual, but other than that, there doesn't appear to be any new news.
wait, is that the guy that made me fight a T-Rex?
Yes.
Yes.
No, Petra's the same character.
And I say yes in character.
Just some ghost saying yes as the DM.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I'm your memory that you never use.
That was Tootie farting. If you heard that, that was him farting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is he? Like 4?
Well, it's got a 4 in the number, but you know.
I've given up.
44?
I just want to point out you married that.
I know, you don't need to keep reminding me. I regret with
You
my
You
decision.
don't need reminders. He is the reminder.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know why.
reminds you every day.
Every time I wake up and every time I close my eyes, he's always there.
You know what he's a really good reminder of? That cocaine is one hell of a drug.
Birth control as well.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I did have a question in game, by the way.
Okay.
Izokas, are they based in Orodnia, from what we can tell?
From what you are able to tell, they are traveling between Colo, Arodnia, and Puertia. They continue to travel back and forth between those areas, conducting concerts and rituals.
That's going to be great on the YouTube video.
Actually, didn't hear it. Did not hear your fart. Just heard you laughing about your fart.
Thank
I thought
goodness.
you were laughing about me going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, exactly.
was
So we have heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
Well, you have an advantage.
Well,
You're
duh,
in the
you're like
same.
No,
You're
no advantage.
sitting
I don't
in
want
the
the
same
advantage.
room.
Give me the disadvantage. I don't want the advantage.
It's just like, can I choose to fail that perception check?
Pretty fucking much.
It's a forced crit win, so she can't avoid it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm saying this in character. So Phobrix, I think Phobrix has most probably gone to the Sacred Spire. We're gonna have to go there at some point. That mountain has something to do with it. It's come up a couple of times.
The Sacred Spire. Yeah, that stands to reason. I've heard rumors about cult activity in the area.
And what's the best way to get to the mountain if we were to go there? Is it Bugner?
If you're heading to the Sacred Spire, you're gonna have to go back through Poglioria and up through Ponia. As for actually going up the spire, you can go up it from pretty much any of the countries over there. The question is, where on the mountain are you trying to go? The rather large mountain, in case you haven't noticed.
Okay. Well,
Petra pipes up, I vote Bogna.
Do you still have the access to the Dragonflight here? Cal asks.
He asked what?
Cal asks the commander, the dwarf, whether they still have access to the Dragonflight.
The dragon is still here, yes.
Just wondered, that might be quicker than obviously going through Poglioria and that lot. We can just use the Dragonflight.
It's quite an expensive ticket, but if you've made the money on your travels, you absolutely could do that.
Oh my god, Cal's a rich bitch.
Cal's old, so Cal understands that, if this is that important, speed might be of the essence, because Cal knows what the difference is between speed and it isn't, because if you guys hadn't gone to Poglioria, Cal would have probably been dead.
You see him pull up a chart, and in that chart he then looks around and measures a few things. Well, the closest that you would be able to get would likely be Viggy in Bagna. Viggy is about 2,400 miles away. So you're looking at roughly 2,400 gold. If you want to travel that far by drag.
Total or each?
Total.
okay, and if going back to Izokis, because obviously now we've got Ordonia and Cole joining against Boralia, so we've got 3 countries, Poetia as well, joining against the fight between them. What city would be the best to start in?
If you're looking for Izokas, I would probably try the main cities of either Puerto Colo or Rodnia. Unfortunately, without knowing where their next concert is, we're not going to be able to help too much. But I believe if you head towards Colo, you can likely pick up news on where the next concert will be and change your direction from there. There is a small mountain pass you can take that goes up past the Kingbane Mountains. You take that, it'll bring you into the southern end of Barodnia. And from there you can head over towards Colo if you need to.
Although Carl says in a rather snide tone, Boralia falling won't be such a bad thing. At least the slave trade will be ended.
And we won't be caught because we did bad things there. Well, me and Torrin did bad things. Me and Windsor did bad things there.
Well,
Did bad things in Boralia.
I can't say that I have any emotional attachment to the Byrolia. But I don't like the
I
idea
don't.
of this lich gaining more.
Petra will
So.
smile when she says, "I don't."
That's all I have to ask, by the way, so if anybody else wants to ask anything.
No, Cal's just interested in, if you guys are heading up that way, then possibly Dragonflight would be more, but obviously it's an expensive ticket. I do appreciate that.
It's 1 gold per mile.
And what about to... I guess Puerto would be, like, the closest place.
Well, if you
That's still
guys
gonna be
want to
pricey.
travel that direction, New does have her teleportation circle that could take you to Bello, and you could travel from there.
That's true.
Which
We can't get the cart or anything through that thing, though, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, does it specify a size?
Most probably, but hopefully not.
10-foot diameter circle. So I guess it probably could fit the cart and everything through it. Never mind.
the wagon's too tall.
Just bring down the canvas.
For
That won't be too tall.
the wagon's taller than like 15 feet.
You said
DM
10-foot
saying
diameter.
you can't bring it.
Oh, 10-foot diameter. Right. I was thinking radius. Never mind.
Yeah, it's diameter. The wagon is actually just over 11 feet tall with the canvas. If you removed the canvas, you could then try to get the wagon through. I will warn you, if you attempt to do the wagon, while it is possible, keep in mind that the portal is only open for 6 seconds. You have to get everybody, the horses, and the wagon through the portal in those 6 seconds. And that likely means that the wagon would have to be already moving, because just getting it started to get the speed to go through there in 6 seconds, you would basically have to have New set up the portal and then get ready for this wagon to come running at you, open the portal as the wagon's about to smack into you.
And
the wagon goes through, and then everybody dive in after the wagon.
to add to that, this is not an instant cast. It is a 1-minute cast time.
So you would have
So
to time it
added
very,
timing
very
there.
carefully.
So do the wagon have to get to exactly 88 miles an hour to get into through the portal?
Exactly.
Oh my
Oh,
okay.
god.
Ugh, great.
That's one reference I do get.
Yeah!
Well, we
Like,
can...
I had... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Hold on.
I was just gonna say, I haven't, like, fully watched the movie, but I do know that fucking reference.
There's 3 movies. You should watch all of them back to back.
Right.
I'd rather
Amaranth, you were
not.
saying?
I was going to say, we don't need to bring the wagon unless we're going to be doing merchant stuff, which is fine, but the issue we have is that if we're doing merchant stuff, we have to remember that some of us are not allowed in Borealia because of some crimes that we committed. I don't think they're crimes, but they think they're crimes.
Anyway, should we head back to your estate and show me that?
Sure.
Something will click in Petra's mind. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
And she'll, like, run out to the wagon.
Oh shit, I have
Come on,
parents.
everybody!
We have people to take care of.
Toby's already at the wagon waiting for you guys.
Petra just kind of fucking dive bombs onto the bench of the way.
What time of the day is it?
It is relatively early in the morning.
We have an estate. What did this happen?
This would have been information she learned when I think it was Toby info dumped to her.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it would have been true.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We have an estate now. I want to see my room and it finds out it's in a fucking cellar.
Because Belle is an
That was-
edgy bitch.
Okay, assuming like the rest of the group has nothing super important going on, Niu's gonna peel off and head towards the university district.
Okay. Yeah.
She's got stuff to
Amaranth is
do.
gonna go down into her cellar bedroom. There's gonna be My Chemical Romance posters on the wall.
Green Day. You're just gonna see like quick.
Evanescence.
Yep.
Oh god. So I hate this.
She's
so
gonna
much.
have an entire makeup kit that's just different colored eyeliners.
And everything's black.
Yep. Just different shades of black. And it's all like Kat Von D, so it's like you have vampire black, witch black, you know, all the good stuff.
I hate this so much
And-
right now.
And despite the names, they're all the exact same shade of black.
Absolutely.
And they're all like different prices. And some
No,
of them
they're
are more
not the same
expensive
shade
than
of
the
black.
other.
This is a darker black than the other black. How can you not tell? God, you're ruining my life. Ugh.
Petra just looks at her unamused.
I hate this so much. Actually, so much.
All right.
And the next day, all you see is the eyeliner all over Amaranth's face. Because Petra got fed up.
You just see it all over Amaranth's face and some in Petra's teeth because she got mad and ate one of them. Just to teach it a lesson.
If there's another double room, I'm gonna take a double room if there is one.
Okay, so you're moving from the basement?
I mean, I would like to.
Okay. Let me... Do you guys have an
Amaranth moves from the basement. Bologna's like, what the fuck? Where'd my stuff go?
Don't we have a map that
You do? I'm
Yep.
pulling it up now.
Player handouts.
Okay, so...
Yes.
Let's see. I thought I wrote down who had what room. So B2,
Petra's
B4 are taken. And then Windsor took one of the hireling rooms. Toby's probably moving into a hireling room.
The B2 and B4 on second floor are taken.
Yeah, sorry. So
I don't remember which room Niu took.
I know we made one of the B rooms. Yeah, because we made one of the B rooms like a place to keep everything and stuff for the work. Can't remember the words I'm looking for.
We made
think
it a
you-
study hall.
I think you made that
Yes.
B3.
No,
yeah,
it was one of the crafting rooms.
yeah, it was the crafting room next to B4.
Yeah, crafting next before was like our study room for.
No, the crafting
Uh,
room next to B4 was the alchemy room because I specifically put it there because B4 is where
That's right.
name.
Ithira is.
Ithira.
No, it's
Ithira is.
it's the one directly under the master on the left.
It's the second to left.
Yeah,
Cool.
the second to left. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
study room. So B1 and 3 are open on the second story, I believe.
No, on the second story, yeah, because I think Toby's in B1 on the.
Yeah, Toby's in
ground
B1
floor.
because he wanted to be next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Windsor took the hireling spot. Which one did New take again?
I don't remember.
B2.
All right,
I
we'll
think.
say that Petra took B2.
No,
Remember, she put
No,
the
I
bed
think
in
she
the
means
corner
B2
there.
on the second floor. Or on the
Yeah,
first
oh,
floor.
yeah,
First floor.
that's what I was talking about. Never mind. Yeah. So B1 and 3 on the second story, and then B2 and B3 on the bottom story.
You mean B3 and B4? I don't know. Whatever.
I'll take one of the B rooms on the bottom floor.
Okay. So we will say that you took B3 on the bottom floor.
Cool.
You'll have to write that down or something. It's up to you guys to manage this.
Right, I will write this down now on my little notebook.
Okay,
So,
you do that.
The pen, I could hear it.
shut up, go away. So,
She's over here like, oh, you hear how old she is? She uses real pens.
shut up, leave me alone.
She
Right.
doesn't use her mind to write on her screen by staring at it. What? How retro.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you when I see you. So, B2 on the second floor is
Is Petra.
Petra.
How do you spell Aethira's name?
Aethira is
Yeah.
Eifira.
Okay. Master is Petra's parents.
What is D?
The dining hall,
Yep.
How big is that, out of curiosity?
bigger than your room.
Duh.
Well, it is a dining and dance hall.
That's true.
Yeah, so how big is it? It's a formal
Big.
question.
Roughly speaking, let's see here. Hold on.
Oh, I'm just.
It is roughly 10,000 square feet.
Nice. Toby's just sizing it up and probably going to come to the group for the question.
Yeah, it's about, if you look at it, it's about 120 feet wide, about 80 feet deep. Roughly.
Jesus.
It is a large room. It's a dining and dance hall of a grand estate.
You could just put fucking railings up on the sides of the walls for Petra and her parents to just hang out without
So,
being
What
stepped
are you,
on.
monkeys?
How many hirelings do we have total right now?
According to the hirelings sheet, you have
We have
1,
three,
2,
right?
3, 4, 5, 6 if you
four.
count Terra and River.
That's true.
Well, I'm not counting Terra River or Aethira.
Then you have
So
3.
Now
So we
four
currently
with
have
Toby.
3 out of 23 open hireling rooms because I'm not counting the one that
Windsor's in a
has.
hireling room.
Yeah. That's why I said out of 23.
So just to double check, sorry, New, what bedroom is yours? Are you on the second floor or the first floor?
First.
I guess B2 on the first floor.
Cool.
Petra has this like little fucking corner in her room.
Yep, she just stuck a bed there and crawls under it every night.
Yep.
The entire rest of the room is just piles of shit that she cut off the things that she killed. Random
And there's
furs.
like one little small round desk in the middle of it.
Alright, I now have a sheet that
with
says...
really high quality stationery
what
because
rooms
of her
are-
elegant
uh,
writing.
And we
Yep.
said it was C2 on the upper floor that was the...
That's the study?
Study?
Yes. Your study / war room / planning room.
Well, first thing Petra's gonna do is go find her parents.
Okay, so Petra's going to go find her parents at the estate. New is heading to the college for some reason.
Yep. Well, college /
Home.
home.
Because I already think I know what you're doing. I have a feeling you're looking for Aldrich, am I right?
Yep.
Alright, he's already dead. No. He's so fucked up.
Alright, time to pick up necromancy.
I thought you were going to say time to pick up a crowbar and just...
Oh man,
Come
I'm
at
gonna have
me.
2 necromancers on speed dial. That's gonna be fun.
Alright, so
Yeah, I already
we will
got
start with
focus.
New. New, you are looking for Aldrich.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it is currently a work day for him, and it is 9 o'clock in the morning. That should give you an idea of where he is. So where are you looking for him?
I mean, assuming he's like working, then I'd go to like his classroom or office.
Okay. So you go and you look in his classroom where he is teaching. And yes, the professor of arcane studies is currently teaching a lecture.
She's gonna gauge like where the lecture's at and see if she can she might wait, she might like get his attention and pull him aside.
Okay, so she wants to see if he's too busy to talk right now.
Basically.
Okay. Well, being that it is winter, it is not quite but almost to a midterm. The lecture that he's giving doesn't seem to be of super importance. Give me a performance check.
That could have been worse.
17. You're able to relatively communicate that you have something important to discuss with him. And he kind of holds up one finger, and it's very clear that he's intent upon finishing at least this portion of the lecture that he's currently giving. But he takes one moment to step aside and comes over to you. And in a very stern, mature, professory tone, he says, I have a free class next schedule. So if you can wait for about 40 minutes, then I will be able to discuss whatever it is for about however long you need. Then he pats you on the head gently, turns around and walks back to his class to continue his lecture.
You just got patronized.
Ha!
She'll find a spot to sit and wait, I guess.
That was a terrible joke. We're not going to just pretend that we didn't hear that.
All right,
What's a terrible joke? I'm
What?
not sorry.
Petra, you went to
Yeah.
go find your parents. What you doing?
Yep. Just run through. Well, assuming she gets there, right?
Well, obviously you
Sure,
would get to
run-
your estate.
She's gonna run through the walls, going, "Mom, Dad!"
Run through the walls? Like damaging the walls?
Don't break my house.
Just
We
say-
already have. We don't have enough.
Just say halls.
Oh, did you say halls?
Sounded
Oh,
like walls.
I thought you
I
said
said-
walls. I
I said walls. I was supposed to say halls. It happens
Okay.
all the fucking time.
okay.
What the
So
hell?
I'm not crazy. You're crazy, especially you,
Hey,
Nappa. All right. So you run around the halls shouting for your mom, and you see your mom just poke her head out around a corner and look at you and hold her arm out directly in front of you as if to like be a brick wall for you to run into in case you can't stop in time. And then she looks down her nose and she goes, "You're being awfully loud. What do you need?"
Hi.
Hi. Is there a reason you're running around screaming like a monkey?
I haven't seen you in a month. Leave me
I
alone.
understand that you haven't seen me in a month, dear, and I love you, but you can't be running around screaming like a mad woman.
What's this like?
What does it look like?
No. What's this like a mad woman?
What's what like?
You said she was screaming like a mad woman. I said, what's this like
Oh.
about?
Hey,
That's true, you got me there. So Tara will just kind of chuckle and ruffle Petra's hair. I'm glad to see that you've made it home safe. Now, try to act like a typical halfling and not plow through the entire house.
okay.
Now go patch up the walls.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Now patch up the halfling-shaped holes in the walls.
I'm gonna go find my dad.
Right, so you go look for your dad, and we'll say about that hour or so passes, the lecture ends, and Aldrich is now available to talk. So he sits there, very regally behind his desk, filling out paperwork, straight backed, nice posture and everything, as his students file out of the hall, leaving just him and you alone.
Niu will go make sure the door is like shut behind them. If it has a accessible lock, she'll lock it.
It does have a
Because
lock.
don't need people stepping in on shenanigans. And then she'll go back over.
Okay. So she locks the door, turns around, walks over. He looks down his nose at her, at the door, notices it's locked, looks at her, and as soon as she approaches, his whole demeanor changes now that they're alone. And he goes, Noodlehead, you're home! I'm so glad you've made it.
What?
And he'll just stand up and give her a big hug and just squeeze the crap out of her. Oh, I've missed you, Noodlehead. Where have you been?
Noodle.
Oh my god!
Yeah, deal with the cringe. Deal with the cringe.
Petra has stern parents. New has a very doting father figure.
I didn't see that coming, and I'm so fucking glad like none of the rest of the party was there for that.
I'm sure I would love to have been there.
You would not live that shit down.
My fucking mic does not pick up how much I am fucking laughing. You guys are blessed.
You
Oh, new head,
will,
noodle head.
like, blush slightly and try and like
Can
Get her
she
he-
blush?
arms between them and like separate them. Be like, this is serious. I need to talk to you about something.
He will reluctantly let go.
Reluctantly?
Yeah, I meant reluctantly. He will
No, reluctantly.
Yeah, he will reluctantly let go and sit back down. And seeing the serious look on Yu's face, he'll return to the same demeanor he had previously, showing that, he is taking this quite seriously. His back straightens back out, and he gives a polite nod to Yu. Continue.
Can you tell me again how you came about my egg?
Well, I found your egg abandoned.
Hmm. So, I'm sure you're aware, per your reaction just now to me coming back, that I've been off and about for a while.
Of course, I keep track of you.
What's that supposed to
You
mean?
have
He's a professor of arcane arts. You think he doesn't know how to use scry?
Oh.
Would you happen to
Okay.
know anything about my travels then?
I actually did not understand the last part of what you said. Could you repeat that?
Niu asked him if he knows anything about her travels and what she's been
Oh,
doing.
travels. Okay. Yeah, it was travels garbled when I heard it. He'll nod. Of course I do. Yes.
So you know that me and my group of friends have been dealing with this cult that's been cropped up. Necromancers, undead, liches. Yes?
His face is slowly becoming more serious as the conversation progresses, and he just gives a nod.
Well, this was a while back at this point because it took a while to return home. But I had a dream. And this dream wasn't so much of a dream per se as it was like the recalling of a memory. But not necessarily my memory, more like a mix, because it started from what appeared to be your point of view. You found my egg abandoned, or not abandoned, but in some strange temple, if I remember right. And it was after like a long trek that you had found it. Like you had been searching for a while. I don't know searching for what, if it was me or my egg specifically, but you had been on the move. Once you had taken my egg, you returned home. The egg was covered in strange runes. Eventually it hatched, perspective changed, and I see you standing over me. And it's when you said one thing. You said, somehow, I will save this child from their fate. Or something to that effect.
About halfway through all of that, you could see his brow furrow and him become almost darker. Like his face was becoming more and more concerned with every word. Because even through his scrying, he was unable to tell everything that was going on, especially inside your dreams. And his scrying obviously was intermittent. He wasn't watching at all hours of the day. He was just checking in. But you could see that what you've said has concerned him. And he thinks to himself for a few moments before turning to Neil. Neil, your egg was not abandoned. I stole your egg. The cult whom you are dealing with now had taken several dragon eggs. That's right, I said dragon egg. And I was tasked, or part of a task force, sent to locate them. When I finally found the cult, only 2 eggs were still unbroken. Yours and your sister. You
Look of shock will come across her face, because sister.
I assume by now you've learned of a temple in the Sacred Spire. That is where you are from, you. As for the statement that you overheard, I did say that, and I've spent every day since then trying to fulfill that promise. See, you should have been born a dragon. Not a dragonborn, a dragon. However, as you saw, there was a curse placed upon your egg. It was meant to strip you of your draconic powers and hollow out your soul, leaving nothing but your draconic body behind. You were meant to be a vessel for the reincarnation of the dark god Zaros. I managed to get you out of there. I don't know what happened to your sister's egg, but I managed to save your egg, and I've spent every day of my life since then trying to find some way to restore what was taken from you, if there is such a thing that can be done.
He's gonna have like a really stoic look as she's absorbing all this information. Then after a moment, she'll break her silence and be like, so are you still then active with this, how did you phrase it, group that was tasked with retrieving these eggs? Who was this group? Who organized it?
Yes, I'm still quite in contact with. In fact, you have been too. Many of them are professors at college. The Rose Emperor tasked the college with tracking down the stolen dragon egg, deeming it of national importance.
Alright, so I'm to assume now that several, if not all, of the faculty at the college are aware of my origin.
That is correct.
Which is why I was probably brought here, because it's a decent number of people all able to keep watch on me in case something happened.
To protect you. We didn't stop you when you left because we didn't believe it was our right. You see, our goal was never to stand in your way, to keep you, prison you. Our goal was to help you as much as possible. And when you set out on your adventure, we continued to do so. In fact, I believe you found the book I left.
And you will pause for a moment, just like blink in a bit of surprise before pulling out the Tome of Infinite Shadow and be like, this book?
That's the one. I left it at a bookstore. I had a feeling you'd be visiting. You always were a bookworm.
I'll say.
I figured if I left it there and sold it to that book merchant, that you would be unable to resist the allure of it. And it seems I was wrong.
So then you're aware of its contents?
Of course.
How much of its contents? Because I've only been able to decipher bits of it. I've barely scratched its surface. There's so little information about Zeronian glyphs, which is, as you know, the contents of the book.
Zerodian glyphs are generally considered national secret and are not something that's taught. Most information about them is stowed away in the most high security place. But yes, I've read the entirety.
How am I supposed to... If it's so secretive, how am I supposed to learn more information about it?
You'll kind of chuckle. Nobody taught you how to read the first glyph, yet I know you can. The book will teach you, and the book is ready for you.
Okay. But still, why pass me this book? How does this link into, I don't know, my destiny or whatever you want to call it?
Zeronian glyphs were used to create the curse that was designed to turn you into a vessel. Perhaps you learning to control those glyphs will lead to you learning to control your curse. Maybe one day you'll be able to restore your dragon form, should such a day come.
All right. There's one other thing. I know you've been keeping tabs. Are you privy to anything that went on in Poglioria just last month?
I saw a little bit. Anything in particular you want to know about?
She will dig into her bag and pull out one of the scales from the dragon that was supposedly her mother and explain the happenings of the battle with the lich in the forest and the darkness that had encompassed the whole country, and upon its dispersal, the revelation of this dragon. And see if ask if he knows anything about her.
Considering how rare white dragons are on this continent, and knowing that your egg came from such a creature, I can only imagine that she was telling the truth.
And of what she said, saying, I've done well, do you have any idea what she might have meant?
Well, From the way you describe the magic, it sounds like she's been dead a long time. And that she's been held at the brink of that death for quite a while. She's likely, if parental figure, likely proud of the strength that you've gained and your ability to set her free. But that is speculation, an educated guess at best.
You will take a deep breath and kind of give a long exhale, like
We're going to
trying
cut
to
away for a
release some of
moment.
the weight that's on her.
We're going to cut away a moment while New processes all of that. What is Amaranth doing?
Okay, well,
Sorry that took so long. Kind of a heavy thing.
no, it's fine. Once she's kind of sorted out her room, she'd most probably head to the Mage Guild and go into the library to just research some stuff about either her own history or like the Void Journal history, knowing that she's probably forgotten a lot of stuff. So she's trying to see if she can find any information that, or actually, scratch that. She will start looking at information about Izokus. I know she's done some information, but see if she can find any information about this unentitled song and if there's anything that can hint what the name could be that she might name the song.
Okay. Give me a perception check. See if you can find the book.
Okie dokie, let's give it a try.
Alright, go ahead and roll your 3.
At 20.
No, it's not 3, but it's not that 20, but it's better than that, so sure.
That is true. Yeah, you got me there. Alright. So, with a 14, you go searching the library. Which will hopefully have the information that you're looking for. So, you go up to the directory with... What is this? Trying to pull up the article here real quick. Apologize for the delay. Give me a second. I'm pulling this up. Why is it loading so slow? Okay, so you go searching, and you do find one book. It's a very old, dusty book. You don't remember it being there last time. And it is a book called Cantus Aeternitatis.
You gonna spell that for me or paste it in the chat?
I'll-
Let's not be silly now.
I will paste it into the chat. Cantus Aeternitatis.
Okay.
So, you find a book titled Cantus Aeternitatis. And you begin to look through it. And it seems to talk about a song that was exceedingly famous, but no modern record seems to talk about this book or about this song, and that's in this as well. The writer of the book documents how they discovered ancient texts talking about this song, but no modern news of it. The name of the song is the same as the book, Cantus Aeternitatis. What the hell, Caleb?
Okay.
Sorry, my cat's just knocked a bunch of shit over.
It's alright.
Anyways, As you're
feeling
reading,
bad.
you very quickly realize that this is talking about a song that touches on topics of eternal beauty and youth and life and celebration. And at the very end of this book, there is a rough translation of the name of the song, where the author of the book writes that they speculate that one translation of the name of the song would be Song of Eternity.
Okay.
You find one little excerpt in there that contains a snippet of the lyrics of the song. I need a history check from you.
Oh, you're gonna make me remember the song, which I do remember, but I can appreciate that. Oh, wow.
Can't remember shit.
I don't remember shit.
The lyrics of the song do not seem familiar to you.
Okay. Okie dokie, cool. Good to know. Is that all I get from the book? Just to double check.
That is all the information that's in the book.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, she's gonna go into the forbidden library.
Okay.
So she's gonna go next.
So you go into the restricted section.
Yeah, boy.
All right, what you looking for in the restricted section?
Stuff about necromancy, like mainly kind of detailing like Phobix, like his historical fact, or where he's got his magic from, because we know it's from the god, but hopefully some more information about his type of necromancy, which I would think would be there.
All right. I need another perception check then. Man, your rolls today. You are gonna have to beat Toonie when you get off of here.
I was gonna say Cal took all the good rolls.
I will.
So
Okay,
she's
good.
going to have to beat me off when she gets... What?
Yeah, with a stick.
Hey, don't treat me with a good time.
With a 12, the only thing that you are able to find is books that you've already read. However, as you're rifling through these books looking for anything new, you do happen to move a book out of the way and see an old scroll tucked back behind one of the books. And when you pull it out, you realize it's a diagram. It's of what appears to be a tower. And at first it doesn't seem related until you notice that it has the name Phobrix written into one of the sentences. The sentence itself is relatively smeared out and hard to read, but you can definitely identify the name Phobrix. And as you look through it, you begin to realize that these are some sort of chart or blueprints of a tower. And as you're looking through it, you notice that at one point you come to a room. And in the design of this room, in the center of the room, the gem embedded in the floor. A large gem, roughly the size of a wagon.
Jesus Christ. Size of a wagon. Well, that's right out fun.
That's oddly specific.
Well, that's because this was probably his factory.
Well,
or something.
that's just the size comparison I'm giving you. Picture how big a wagon is. It's about that big. I would have said like a car, but it doesn't make sense in the current setting.
Yeah,
So,
we're like,
so
"What's a
roughly
car?"
the size of a
What's a car?
wagon or a small carriage.
I'm sure Toby could make a car.
Yeah, give me some time.
All right, Toby's the new Ford.
This is the
Get a
Tobe
Toby
F-150.
You can have it in any color as long as it's black.
You can have it with any trim as long as it's wood.
Okey-dokey. Cool, thank you.
All right, what is Petra doing? She looking for her dad?
She probably already found her dad, but she'd probably go to her mom and be like, "Hey, mom, I would like to learn how to cook."
Her mom.
Because she probably can't.
Her mom would start by laughing hysterically, and then realizing that Petra was serious, would offer to help her. Roll for
Petra
me.
gives her that womp face.
Roll for me 2d4.
All right, Petra's gonna test her mom's training skills.
Okay. Your mom teaches you quite a bit in a short time. Every time you start to act weird or stop paying attention, you get whacked on the back of the head with a shoe, and she makes you focus, and you actually learn quite a bit about cooking.
Better than Toby's
Yeah.
teaching.
Well, Toby didn't hit you when you weren't paying attention. Cal, what are you doing? This is new crazy territory for you. What are you up to?
So he'll probably let Toby show him around the estate and that lot, because Toby would be more than welcome to show him around the estate.
Yep.
After that, though, he will probably go out into the city himself and just start wandering around the city, familiarizing himself with the city if this is going to be his new home.
Makes sense. Get the lay of the land.
Yeah, he's quite adept at finding through a lot of the streets and that lot. Obviously, from his urchin days, he's good with finding city secrets.
Yep. It would make sense that he would likely find his way to the Thieves Guild in the area and be like, "Oh, that's where that is."
Yeah, probably.
Randomly hears somebody speaking Thieves' Cant.
Well, Thieves' Cant isn't usually spoken.
Yeah, it's not spoken. It's a thing.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah, you
way that you stand, lean, tap your
you probably
feet.
see some of the symbols of the thief camp as well around the city.
Yes, he would.
Because obviously he's got quite a high perception as well. Even just
Yeah.
passively. He's got 21 passive perception.
Yeah, most
So-
perception checks he doesn't even have to roll for.
Yeah, it's just yeah, he sees it. Okay.
Yeah, there's been a couple times that's happened. Like earlier today, they were trying to pull scales off the dragon. You actually had to roll for that. Everything else? No.
What do your elf eyes see? There's an ant with asthma about 3 miles away.
Alright. And we are... Is that everything Cal's up to then? Just kind of exploring the city?
Yeah, he'll also probably head to the Merchants Guild with Toby as well to get himself a employee card.
That's a good idea. Okay. Go ahead and give him an employee card. And pay the... What was it? 10 gold, I believe? Fee?
Sorry, what fee?
I believe it was 10 gold for the licensing fee,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Alright, you just had a shit ton of information dropped on you. How are you holding up?
News in one piece, but it was a lot of information. She's she's got a lot to process. That said, figuring that she's gotten what information that she could have from Aldrich, she'll, thank him for telling her and go around his desk and kind of awkwardly give him a hug.
To which he will respond enthusiastically and smash her into him.
Did you just say ooh?
Said oof.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, awkward hug became bear hug.
I do that to my family.
Also, my Misty Ring, I can't seem to see the effect on it. I don't know whether the spell's gone out my spellbook thing again.
Yeah,
Has
I
it?
was going to mention the same thing for the Aurora's Embrace. The spells are no longer there. But as it wasn't important, I was just letting it sit till like after
Somehow
session.
it seems that the module for that got deactivated somehow. I'll fix that after the session. Thank you for telling me.
That's cool. No worries. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, she'll thank him, give him a hug, let him, tell him, he can contact me anytime he wants. I'm sure he knows, like, sending or something.
Yeah, but sending only works one way.
Does it? I thought it was both ways.
I would also
No.
like to mention that Petra's like 21 now.
It's sending, not receiving.
I know there's something that is two-way that I'm sure he knows.
21.
And she'll inquire.
They can answer so you can answer with up to 25 words. So I guess it does work that way.
And she'll
Oh no, Petra's 22.
she'll ask him if any of the other faculty, being aware of this, if he would think it best for me to talk to any specific one of them that they might be able to help along the foreseeable journey.
He'll think about it for a moment. I don't really think any particular one of them would have any special insight. We've made sure to give you as much information and education as we could already in your studies. Obviously, without telling you about your origin. We were hoping you would be able to live a mostly normal life for much longer, but I don't know that anybody would have other useful information. You're welcome to try talking to them.
In time, at least I know it's a resource that I have, and I don't have to be worried about exposing too much information, as they're probably already well aware.
That being said, we have 7 minutes left until 8 o'clock. Is there anything anybody wants to do or needs help with before we call it quits for the night?
Nope. I just want to gauge Toby's reaction to Petra's mother's teaching methods.
Just watching
needs to
her
pick
get
a
repeatedly
room.
hit with a shoe.
Toby goes, "Can I hit her to teach her better?"
Can I
To
do
her
that?
mother. Can I do that?
To which she will get a very death glare from Tara, and she will say, "You don't touch my daughter."
Hey, I'm just asking. It works better than trying apparently anything else.
She's just stubborn. That's how she is sometimes. But it's fine.
That's why I asked.
No, you don't touch my daughter. I hit my daughter when she's stupid. I hit you when you hit my daughter.
It's fair. But that's why I asked.
Oh, shut up, you.
Petra will just say, "Shut up, Toby."
Clearly listen next time, you dumbass.
Shut up.
All right, so everybody's good for this session then?
Yeah.
Aye?
Yep.
Okay. Now, before people start taking off, obviously, I need a direction to prep for next week. So, what are you guys thinking? Are you going to be heading north, or are you going to be heading east?
I mean, seeing as that the pressure was put, or not pressure, like emphasis was put on the activity of the Lich in the west,
Yeah, the Ythir.
I would think that would be the be
Aethir's
what
the
I
one
would
you just killed.
Oh, Izoka, sorry.
Okay, so you guys are going to head towards Azokis then?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
I
gives
mean,
me
we've
something to
already-
prep for next week.
we've
To make
al-
sure, you know, that I
Yeah,
have something.
Let's not have another one of those.
Yeah, we ain't about to do that again.
And that's funny because that would have been the same fucking country too.
Yeah.
So just to remind you, obviously, next 2 weeks, both me and Bex aren't going to be here. So I didn't know if you
That's
wanted
right.
to...
Also, Tailspire will be releasing their what they call the seats, which will allow you guys to play Tailspire for free if I pay for seats. So Bex and Toonie are going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I was thinking we could do some sort of like side campaign, just like a one shot or something, and give Tailspire a try while they're gone. How's that sound?
I'd be down.
Would you want to try
Bring
that at
back
all,
Little Shadow.
Petra?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will work on that for next week instead of.
I could use Bob.
If you want to, you can create a token on Hero Forge, and we can use that. Otherwise, I can probably find a Lizard Folk token or something for you.
It's just nice because then it means then we're not having to do like a big old catch up of like 2 weeks worth of a session, and we're like, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
then it's obviously only be the 3 of you, potentially. Or maybe 2 of you, if Taran doesn't show up again.
Yep. But yeah, so I was thinking, you know, this is a good opportunity because they're just about to release the seats thing, and we were all kind of curious about trying Tailspire because, you know, 3D maps sound fun. So
Friendly reminder for the whole seats thing, you don't need to buy one for me.
I'm aware. I only need seats for Petra, and then obviously if we like Tailspire and we want to give it a try with Toonie and Bex there, then I'll need, you know, seats for them as well. But New and Windsor both already own Tailspire. So
Okay.
next week we'll probably do a little side adventure. Probably with different characters, maybe with the same ones. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
just
we'll
like
do
a
like a
one-
little side adventure in Torlura with them, and it's like, you know, some little thing going on in the city. Could be fun. We'll see. But if you want to go on D&D Beyond and create characters for next week, you can.
I'm gonna have. God damn it.
It's gonna take me a little bit to decide on exactly what level your character should be on D&D Beyond. But if you want to get started just coming up with a fun idea, assume it's going to be a one-shot, probably one we've already done. Maybe we'll do the Wolves of Welton again. You know, do it a little differently, maybe see how it turns out. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Sure.
do the same one that we missed out on as well.
You didn't wait. What?
Wait.
We missed out on the Wolves of Alton because we were
Oh.
away. So we
Right,
were
Yeah.
right.
already. Like, what happened? I
Well,
don't know.
you missed out on one part of it, not like the whole thing, but it was
We
that
arrived.
was relatively short. So That
I
was
mean, we
probably
could
like
also
a third of it, at
we
least.
could also
Sure.
recreate the bear in a fucking what's it outhouse and blowing it up.
Yep. We could do that. That's actually where this campaign gets its name from, Sheep Chase. So we could potentially do that. I'll
I like
I'll
how
decide
it's
within the
sheep
next
chase.
couple of days, and we'll figure it out.
I like how it's called sheep chase, but we're not chasing sheep.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
One of these days, I'm
Maybe
gonna throw you a
Fobrix is
quest.
Maybe Fobrix is just 3 sheeps in a cloak
Hello,
holding
adventurer.
a skull.
My sheep have run amok.
Exactly. All right. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you to the couple people watching.